okay, what's your problem with Bakugo's fucking awakening?
No, it's because
Why is this guy hating on me the whole episode?
Chat, shut up.
It's because
Chat,
like,
why is he being a fucking
it's the same thing of the transparent world in JJK. Like it also happens.
Okay, that's
you
just
think
not-
the transparent world in first of all, JJK mean Demon Souls.
Okay,
The transparent world is the same
Okay,
as
let me
let me finish. With the same as Quark Awakening from Baku.
like I'm not trying to rage bait, but what's the difference,
Bro, the Quark Awakening from Baku was so better
Also,
built
Quark
up than
Awakenings
Transparent
were explained previously in the show.
Fair, I guess.
They were
Who had the Quark Awakening before?
They were mentioned that people can awaken their quarks.
Yeah, but who had
Oh,
I don't remember who had that much.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Brother Complex podcast. Here's another Friday with us for brothers. So today in reality we haven't seen each other in a hot minute, so we're gonna just be chit-chatting a little bit. We don't actually have a lot of media news. Usually we talk about any media news. We don't have main stuff. I have like one thing that I just remembered, so I might bring that up. Regardless, just to start the episode, I know if you're an avid watcher that we've been having some audio issues here and there. It should be fixed now. We bought stuff to fucking fix it, so hopefully it's working fine now. Obviously we'll fucking see. So if you see audio issues in this episode then, but it should be fixed, so apologies for that. Regardless, what we're gonna do today, so yeah, we'll chit chat in the beginning, then we're gonna go into my topic, where I think it's a decent topic. You know, we're gonna be talking about some of our favorite animes and how like a bit, you see how we did an isekai episode on how to make like isekais work, a bit like that with more niche stuff within anime. Sure. I have a bit of a list. So it's going to be a bit of a discussion. Then we're reviewing Peacemaker season 2. Mm-hmm. We've already reviewed Peacemaker season 1, so if you want to check that out, you can. But yeah, so just season 2. Then we're going to get on to GuessLink, which is a guessing game. We'll explain how it works later on. But with that said, if you enjoy our content, please subscribe, or at least consider it. It's the best way to support us. We obviously have short form content. It's down below with links, TikTok, Instagram Reels. If you want to check us out there, support us there, that'll be great. But subscribing is what goes the furthest, because this is the main meat. It's the main meat. So with that said,
we also have a Patreon and Reddit now added on the YouTube links. I added those, so
No, that's nice. Even though Peter doesn't use Reddit.
yeah, so if you want to check us out on some of those platforms, especially TikTok or Instagram, that'd be great.
I say let's just jump into it. So playing, watching.
I've noticed, well, this is kind of getting into media stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about. So
some media news.
Well, one of them is media news. Have you watched
Tombstone?
It's not Tombstone. Do you remember Black Lightning, the show?
Yeah.
You see the albino guy?
Yeah.
He's playing Tombstone in the...
I think that'll be okay. Yeah.
He blasted the N-word against fucking...
No, he's black.
No, he's black. Just
yeah, I know. I'm not saying he can't, bro. I'm just saying he was like hilarious. Like that was the whole thing.
Yeah, that was in the
don't
show.
let him meet Miles Morales.
Yeah, Tobias was such a good villain.
Yeah.
The Black Lightning. But yeah, I mean, it still fits my prediction for.
Okay, buddy.
He's gonna fit the
You
mastermind
think Scorpion's
role.
gonna fuck Peter?
And by the way, the comments, the comments that we had, they were like, "This is never happening."
Yeah,
We'll see.
Yeah, no, but have you watched the thing Gigi released?
What?
What, George?
The panel.
The illustration, yeah, with Yuji, Gojo, and Yuta.
Yeah, fire.
Sick.
Fire.
Bro, when Gigi has time, if only he was good at writing, or she.
Bro, and
It's a he.
It's a she, bro.
and in the latest chapter of Module, they've shown, though they've hinted at both Yuji and Mahito coming back.
Well, Yuji pretty much has appeared already.
Yeah.
Hasn't Yuji appeared like his eyes? Didn't they? Him looking
And
at
Mahito was like the kid, but he wasn't actually. No, that was
No, it was a different thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe they'll go on that promise that Yuji did at the end of Shibuya. That's like, no matter when and where you reincarnate, I'm going to be there to kill you. So
I don't know.
We'll see, man.
But when are they gonna give it another season?
it's coming out at the end of this year, December.
Oh, really?
There was an
I
announcement.
thought it was next year.
Oh,
No,
That was a trailer.
talking
First-
about
first
something coming
episode.
out. When is Invincible coming out? The new season?
next year.
Because they posted that little. I don't think that was a trailer. It was just like a funny.
It was a teaser for
It
a season.
was an announcement.
It's
the
quite
season.
funny, the stuff they mentioned in the trailer is the stuff we complained about on the review.
Yeah.
About him getting his ass beat by literally every other villain.
But like, it's because it was like a major negative.
it
of
was
the show.
also-
No,
like-
but then people use a fucking argument of like, oh yeah, no, but Mark fought the strongest people in the verse. He didn't. I don't know why people use the argument be like, yeah, but he's losing to the strongest. No, he didn't.
He was losing to the he was losing to the Molar Mans.
Yeah, the Molar twins. Molar twins, yeah.
Molar twins.
But since we're on the topic of JJK, I kind of want to. There's this thing online that I've seen on comment sections, and I've answered a couple. Not on our specifically, but like that's pissed me off, and I think you guys would agree with me. I hate people that think like characters can do blood flash like intentionally. The whole thing about blood flash is that they can't do it intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
But a
agree.
lot of people are like, no, like, what do you mean? Yuji can definitely do it intentionally. Like, he was.
I mean, Yuji spams it, to be
yeah,
fair.
it was lazy writing, but that doesn't mean they can do it intentionally.
No, Yuji is the only one that.
Yeah, I
that
thought
can do it
Yuji-
intentionally. No, it's not like he can do it intentionally. He can make it happen more often. Because.
No, yeah, he has
No,
a longest
it's
streak.
still not. I want to do this now. It's more like he can increase his chances of.
Sure, that's a weird way to put it, but he can't.
No, but that's why he's known as like
why?
being chosen by the sparks of black.
Yeah, but it's not a thing of like, oh, I'm gonna do like it's not the same thing as Gojo being I'm gonna do hollow purple. Yuji can't be like I'm gonna do a black flash right now.
But he can.
He still can't control it.
No, but
He's just able to do it more often than other
because the whole
sorcerers.
thing of like you can only pull a black flash when you're in the zone is the whole thing of being in the zone.
It's the thing
And
outside the
Yuji
sorcerer.
can like achieve that in the zone moment more often than other people.
I was actually wondering. You see when Yuji, like Sukuna's in Yuji, right? Does he have a bigger like? Can he access Sukuna's cursed energy?
No,
He does because my friend I was talking to him about
it's
JJK.
not like Naruto.
And yeah, it's separate. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still a
Yeah,
separate
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, okay. I was just checking. Well, no, Yuji did have more cursed energy when he was with Sukuna.
No.
Yes.
No, so I mean,
Great podcast guy.
I mean, he couldn't. Sure, if people looked at him, maybe they could see Sukuna's cursed energy, but he couldn't access it like at all.
Yeah, no, he couldn't. It
Like,
wasn't in the sense of like he was as strong as Sukuna because
It wasn't
Sukuna
like
was
a
inside him.
Kurama Naruto
No.
situation.
No, not at all.
No, I didn't know the black flashes was on your way by chance.
No, it's something outside the sorcerers. Like it's pretty much being locked in.
In other more exciting news, do you know who's going to be voicing Toy Chica in the FNAF 2 movie?
Yeah, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Oh, really? God damn.
I've read finance and on.
I haven't seen the first film. Was it good?
It was alright. It was more for kids than horror.
Oh, was it no horror?
I mean,
to be fair, Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Next episode we have a next episode.
Next
Halloween
episode,
episode.
like I just think that like I'm hoping that FNAF 2 leans more to the horror side. Then I don't think they will though, because they were pointing the films more as for a kids franchise kind of thing, and that was clear. That was clear from the first film that that's where they were going. So I'm kind of a little bit disappointed because FNAF is probably it is the best like my favorite horror series.
I have that same thought, but then I'm like, well, if this opens the door for them to do more and more FNAF content, and maybe we'll get an actual horror movie down the line because they have.
But
they
FNAF
did
is a
one.
horror.
Yeah,
FNAF is a horror franchise, man.
Why they should have done a movie?
Also,
with the
I
Crying
think we
Kid,
get
about
enough-
the Crying Kid and William Afton, and it is pretty much him becoming Springtrap, and there's a time skip of him killing
They gotta
children.
maximize the whole point of FNAF is as a horror game without gore, so younger kids can play it. So they maximize. Like there was the whole thing why it was so popular on YouTube.
True.
I do.
So the movie wanted
Yeah,
to
but it was
maximize
like
on
so
that.
scary.
Also, Matt Pat is playing another role in the FNAF 2 movie.
Of course he is.
She.
He is. I said he.
I mean, you also said so FNAF like it opens the door for more content. I think FNAF has enough content as it is, mate.
No, for more like movies and series.
I don't think we need all that, bro. I love FNAF, but like, don't just make it good from the beginning.
I
Yeah,
would say
but they
FNAF was a kid's game. Like,
That's not what he meant. He just meant he wasn't gory.
oh, but it was still like, it was still
a lot
horror.
of the horror
Yeah, but
games.
kids could play it.
Yeah, one of the
for
horror
example,
games at that time was-
It would be classified as a 16.
Really?
It's not
You
R-rated.
know all about that, don't you? 16-year-olds.
Anyways,
Guys, think you're watching anything for Halloween? Like,
I've been watching some like horror series. I
Sure.
watched The Haunting of Hill House and
Holy shit, that was glazed by the escape pod, bro.
it's really good.
Really?
And The Haunting of Bly Manor. They're made by the same guy. Yeah.
something I've been reading lately. I mean, I haven't had much time to read, but like I did start reading it. I started reading the Silent Voice manga because like I saw that because I was watching this video on it. It was like just like saying talk about the film and stuff like that. And apparently they cut a few stuff from the manga that gives more like exposition to the side characters. They like explain how they kind of link to Shoya, because in the film the main characters they kind of just like they're just there, like they're very. Their like depth is very like shallow compared. Of course, some side characters isn't that. I mean, I'm talking about more like the little ones, kind of.
The little ones.
Yeah, look, I'm not talking about.
For example, the friend.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, like kind of those. Not, of course, not. Shoko. But yeah, so I've been reading that. I haven't had much time to read, but I am enjoying it. I mean, Sound Voice is probably one of my favorite anime films. But I just wanted to.
A film that I still want to watch is Ride Your Wave.
It's not.
You should. It's one of my favorite anime. It's all 3 anime films.
Again, I'm gonna get definitely fucking buff.
Also, I would probably say that I prefer, because I was kind of on the fridge with it, between Silent Voice and Howl's Moving Castle. I'm having a stroke today for some reason, but I might be tipped towards Silent Voice. I can't lie.
Howl's Moving Castle wasn't all that.
It was very good. I just prefer the animation in Silent Voice, and I feel like the story is a little bit better.
No, I didn't think
You're actually restarted.
For example, why? Silent Voice and Your Name to me was a lot better than Howl's Moving Castle.
No.
Like Howl's Moving Castle, yeah, it had good animation. Don't get me wrong. It was like the world.
It was amazing. Sorry.
I thought it was okay.
You just can't
Comprehend it, man. You can't comprehend. You can't comprehend the story. Yeah. Anyway, anyone else got chit-chat? Should we move on to the topic?
I think we can just move on to the topic, right?
Apologize for I've been frequently drinking water, but it's either that or I vomit. So, no, I don't want to be coughing on the microphone. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be kind of discussing popular tropes and how we like to see them, like how we actually like to. Why are you guys laughing at me?
You just grabbed my leg.
How we like see them and how we think they work properly, because obviously there's a lot of examples and a lot of tropes where they don't work. So it's just about distinguishing whether and how they work. Okay. So to start with, kind of a simple one, relationships. Start with relationships. Okay, so obviously in a lot of let's stay with animation or anime, obviously animation, because if we talk about everything, then it's going to be a little bit hard. But obviously, like in a lot of animes, in a lot of shows we've watched, they've done relationships, right? Do you guys think there's a specific, some examples for them? Mark and Eve, or David and Lucy, or even in Arcane with the two lesbians. Well, I forgot the name. Caitlin and Vi, right?
Kai and Vi.
So all those are very good examples of very good relationships. Do you think there's like a standard of how to write a good relationship in animation or
I don't even think that's the best relationship on animation that I've seen. No.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Arcane, sorry.
For example, Echo and Powder isn't a good relationship because they cut a lot of the content out.
The best relationship I've seen in animation is Hori and Miyamurame.
Mate, them dancing with
a romance anime, though.
Them dancing with the French song saying they can't be together but they want to.
Yeah, the thing with Echo, that was a great show, and it's reaching around. You know, last year.
Yeah, I saw this time Arcane came out last year. It's been a year, man.
Season 2.
Bro, we're getting old, man.
Bro, it's been 10 years since 2016. Almost. Next year's gonna be 10 years. You know how crazy that is?
Nah, I keep on getting TikToks from like...
Why are we changing topic here?
True.
But with Echo and Powder, a lot of content was cut out, so you kind of felt...
especially towards the end, yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like... what are we discussing exactly?
Like, do you think... A bit like with our conversation with isekais of like, okay, this is important for it to make it work. Do you think you need stakes for a relationship for it to make it work?
So.
A lot of animes do goon you out a little bit.
But that's good.
I think it needs to have some sort of stakes.
They have to edge you a little bit. Like, they can't just give it to you.
Because I feel like...
I mean, you're putting it horribly. I understand what you're saying.
Like, if they fuck first episode, you couldn't care less. But if they go 3 seasons, then they touch hands, you're
I also think, like, for example,
but that's too much.
All those animes that you've said, I think one very important thing about relationships in anime, which, to be fair, but I'm not going to go there, is just, like, you have to portray some sort of sacrifice for the overall relationship. Just like with David and Lucy, that's a great example, right? David sacrifices himself for her dream. And the same thing with Vi and Echo. Echo leaves Vi to go back to the main timeline, etc.
So he's a man sacrificing.
Echo and Vi.
Echo and
Vi is crazy. James.
Paul.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. So I could go on and on, but yeah, I think that's one of the most important things. Is you have to show the characters just have this prioritization or just like some sort of sacrificial thing towards like the better of the other person or the better for the relationship. I think that's
then I'll put this forward in SAO with Kirito and Asuka, whatever her name was.
I'm pretty sure it was Asuka.
It was a great relationship.
I think
they didn't really
Asuna.
sacrifice for each other. They fought together.
Yeah, they sacrifice. Well,
but like they fought in the team.
No,
well,
but I don't think that's
and they had a fake kid.
I'm not saying they have to sacrifice their lives.
I don't think that was a good relationship.
It was a very good season 1.
No, but it was simple.
They lived together.
I do think unless romance is done as the main plot of a show or movie,
No, I disagree
it's
already.
done,
He hasn't even finished this.
it's not done right.
See how I disagree before you even have to finish talking, mate?
bro.
Now think about it. Like if it's not the main plot,
What do you mean by main plot?
for example, if it's not a main plot point of
By
the show,
Caitlin.
yeah,
It was great.
wasn't it a main plot?
Oh, really?
No.
What?
Oh, it depends what you mean a main plot for other
I was
characters.
more talking about in anime, not animation, because
Attack on
I
Titan.
can only think David and
True,
Lucy.
Aaron and Mikasa.
Yeah, for example, I won't say that was good.
Oh my god, yeah.
The romance,
The romance wasn't good, mate.
To be honest, Aaron does ask her.
Aaron's for now is him. I don't want him to be with anybody else. Breaks my
Look
heart.
in tears,
Man,
mate.
fuck.
Nay. No, you can't tell me Aaron and Mikasa wasn't a good relationship, bro.
I'm trying to think
I
of...
mean, they've never got in a relationship.
No, but it was like that dichotomy of like
I'm
romance.
trying
It was
to
all
think of
thinking
shows.
the
I'm
6
trying to
7.
think of shows where the side characters are the ones that have a relationship.
Yeah,
I'm trying... No, it's because I can't remember.
Naruto, Hinata.
yeah, I wouldn't say that's good. For example,
Why not?
No, I mean that one wasn't all that. To be
Well,
honest,
with
yeah.
Naruto seeing her in the waterfall and be like, I've seen the previous girl. in the
Rock Lee and
waterfall."
Gara.
Gojo and Gero.
Okay.
No, Can we stop?
but
For example, no, in JJK there's no romance. To be honest.
No.
No.
No, because everyone fucking died.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can move on to the next one unless there's something else.
I
about
mean, yeah,
relationships.
I think my point was the only correct one in here.
Yeah,
No,
I
no.
think that's outrageous. There's definitely been
they
relationships.
need to have stakes. They need to have edge each other a little bit. Like for example, Miles Morales and Gwen, with the whole thing of that little betrayal of Gwen siding with him not saving his pops. Like for example, that gives a bit more stakes to the relationship.
I guess.
Like that part where they're
Yeah,
like,
but you said there's no good
Yeah.
relationships in
In
anime.
anime, that's animation.
I think that's such cap, bro.
oh, Castlevania.
Animation.
No.
It's anime, right?
You actually.
Oh,
Do
Rafa.
you remember shouting at me
That was
when I
rough.
put
That
it
was
in?
rough.
No, it wasn't.
What?
That's animation
Yeah,
technically.
it's not
so-
anime.
Yeah,
But we're talking
Castlevania.
about animation overall. The relationships in animation.
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Okay, next thing. How to make a good training arc / exam arc. So obviously there's a lot. Like for example, the one in Hunter x Hunter, in Naruto with the Chunin exams, or even with My Hero Academia with the whole Spark Festival. Right? Do you guys think there's a staple? Because obviously there's a lot of them. A lot of anime, especially shonens, like making like a little training, little exam arc for
Because it's
progress.
always a good way of showing like the side characters, the other students. Like it's a really good way of
balance out
world
also.
building.
And also, I think it's not just such a drastic change to the character of how they go from like struggling with like this character and now they're fighting like gods. It kind of like builds to that, and also it's good if they also add stuff to build in the future. A little bit like with My Hero Academia when Deku got brain like mind controlled, and he came out of it and he
saw
saw
the past
all of the past users. That's building up to like something more.
I agree, but I would say with
Just like Demon Slayer had done with the Transparent World.
Sorry, I was talking. I think Demon Slayer, the
Why are you looking at me with that?
The transparent world they got introduced in a movie.
So that's what you were saying. If they had introduced in the training,
you didn't even
arc-
get his point, mate. Fucking pea brain, mate.
Right, he just
No,
goes
but
straight
I
into.
do think My Hero Academia probably has done the best that I've seen in terms of like
I agree.
training.
I agree.
With
No,
the-
I think Hunter x Hunter.
No,
okay,
no.
maybe a few with the exam arc, and I think Demon Slayer has done it the worst. The season with fucking the training was so boring, mate.
Technically, isn't it crazy that technically Demon Slayer has had a training arc and an exam arc? Because first season is the exam
Also,
arc.
Hunter x Hunter didn't really have a training
the
arc. They
exam
just
arc was
trained their
good.
No,
net
but
by
they had the
standing
exam arc.
Now they have two training arcs and they have
Yeah,
the
true.
Hashira training arc.
Oh no, but that's the same with the fucking.
That's what I just said. There's
No,
the exam
but they
arc
also
and then
have,
training.
but they have like Tanjiro has a training arc.
training arc for the exam
before
arc.
because he has the rock.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
I'm
that's-
not
that's
the
the
rock.
Yeah, when he has
Where
to
he
slice the
where
rock.
he sees you. But now for the
Naruto
research
had,
the
like-
soul there, it's a little bit more interesting.
Naruto had like 3 exams. He had like a written exam.
Naruto is
No,
a
It
really
was
good
like
exam.
one Chunin exam. Same
No,
way.
because for example, they had a written exam, but it was like it wasn't about to answer a question. It was about how you could cheat. So
Without
Naruto
getting-
like an eye. That was like.
I would say Naruto might be the best
No,
one.
Naruto is definitely better.
It's Naruto and Hunter x Hunter.
MHA.
That's all.
Hunter x Hunter was in like it was good, but like I think some of them were not like
I
as.
might prefer MHA, but I love the exam arc in MHA.
Yeah,
to be fair.
the training arc in...
Also with Hunter x Hunter,
They were fucking just fucking blasting his
with Hunter
fingers.
x Hunter, they were fucking running down the hallway for fucking 17 episodes straight. Like, I like when animes, like, for example, if they're doing something like that with Naruto, where it's like, it's kind of a good spin on it. Like, for example, you do an exam, but it's your ability to cheat and get away with it, right? And Hunter x Hunter went for that, but I don't think he did it as interesting as Naruto
Yeah,
did.
for example, from Hunter x Hunter, I really like the tower arc, where they had to go through the level.
That was part of the exam.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't. I thought you meant
that was the channel there and then. But for example, that was good. But the issue with Hunter x Hunter is they just fucking drag.
Also, that
shit,
wasn't
man.
really an exam arc, to be fair.
What?
Because you're talking about a training arc, right? So where the characters are trained to become better. They weren't really training to become better in the
I
first
said
season.
training
of
arc
Hunter.
/ exam arc, and that is
No,
an
well,
exam
But
arc.
those are two different things.
No, the exam arc was the exams, and the training arc was the tower. Because the tower is when they're fighting through the levels to improve their...
But yeah, I agree. But the tower wasn't really. They just kind of trained in the beginning, and then they just fought in the tower. It
To
wasn't
be
like
fair,
they
I
were
mentioned
learning
training
this.
arc, but all my list was just exam arcs.
Yeah, we can just talk about.
So, but like, do you think, so just kind of finish off this part, do you think there's any staples how to make a good exam arc? If there's someone watching, like, I'm making an anime, I want to make an
Yeah,
exam
so
arc. You think there's any staples?
connect to the future by adding stuff, hinting stuff that then happens later on, like the transparent
Yeah,
world
but
could
I
have
don't
been
think that's
hinted.
like specific to the
Yeah,
exam
but
arc.
for example, the example you're given is something that didn't happen.
No, but I'm saying if it had happened. Just like with MHA, with past users, with Naruto, giving that's the other thing, giving backstory to the characters during the exam arc,
I think all of those things are not
giving backstory to Rock
specific
Lee,
to the exam arc.
giving
Yeah.
backstory to
I
Gaara.
think the
what's
biggest
the
thing
point of
about what makes a good exam arc is having one-on-one fights, so that characters can fight allies.
Yeah, but that's every exam arc.
That's also true. A lot of people say, like,
But that's
No, but I'm agreeing.
he's
That's
asking-
every exam arc. Yeah. MHA did that. JJK did that.
Yeah, but he's the whole
Technically,
question.
JJK did have a little
It
training
was a
exam arc.
group. It was a group one, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it was okay compared to the other ones we're talking about.
No, but
No, yeah, but compared to like I think the Naruto fucking exam arc was
But
bad.
no, I do think that it's a main thing to give backstory to the character. Because if you're having
Yeah,
one,
no,
You
but
can
what
give
Tiago-
backstory.
But what Tiago is saying, that is not specific to an exam arc. You
Demon
should
Slayer
give
gives backstory
no,
every
but I
moment.
mean, like, what's the point of having one-on-one characters? Straight after you do the main characters, any other character you don't really care about.
No, but
Fights.
again, I don't think that's what exam season should be used for. I think the exam season is to showcase the side characters' powers, so that you don't have to explain them when they team up to fight like a villain.
No, but then for example,
And
the
then
MHA exam would have been boring.
with the exam arcs, you can have like characters fight each other and have stakes without only have to do that with a villain, for example. Because with a villain, like, oh, you gotta defeat you to, save lives or kill you or whatever.
but for example, with
with
MHA
an exam arc, you can have heroes or people on the same side fighting
No,
each
yeah, I'm
other.
not saying that. For example, with MHA, if they hadn't dived into Todoroki's backstory, what he's fighting,
Chara.
Yeah, giving stakes.
if they haven't dived into Todoroki's backstory when he's fighting Deku, they won't have the same impact.
But we're not saying for them not to do that.
No, that's what you asked for. It's a big thing for them to do.
Why the thing is, you guys are just muddling the points. They're saying that that doesn't need to be exceptionally needed for in the exam arc. It doesn't need to be in the exam. It should just be in the show.
Like Carto's backstory.
No, but I do agree, because the exam
also-
arc tends to be more lackluster because you're not fighting a big
I
boss or
also
anything.
really
Sure,
like
interrupting me. Your turn. It tends to be more lackluster, so you do have more opportunities to put it there. That's why
That's what I meant.
I also like the trope of a villain infiltrating the exam, and so that
overdone.
adds to
Okay,
the
now you can
stakes.
talk about Naruto.
No, it happens as well in
One Punch Man.
JJK, for example.
Fuck you.
It's been overdone.
It's been overdone.
And
No, but I mean, I don't necessarily
It's been
disagree.
overdone. It's been
As long as
overdone.
it's done right.
Like every exam arc, there's one you do like, wait, hold on though. Why you different?
To be fair, One Punch Man had an exam arc and two exam
One
arcs.
Punch Man exam arc was shit.
Do you prefer Gaara or Sukuna?
as a character.
Wait, Gaara from One Punch Man.
Gaara, right?
I prefer Gaara.
Gaara, right?
Oh,
Yeah, from Naruto, yeah.
Is there any villain that you prefer over Gaara in JJK?
What's his name?
Ghetto.
I agree.
The one with the
I love Gaara.
No, yeah.
the mask where there's just an eye showing. It's like half orange. I can't remember his name.
Again, like, but Gaara is not like a full-fledged villain. There's
Ghetto isn't a full.
Do you know what I'm on about?
Is there any
They go different. They go different.
Is there any character that you pick over? Tara?
overall.
Yeah.
Probably. I have to think.
I think that the top three would be Gara. It would be Obito. Is that his name?
Yeah.
No, man, you've never
Did
seen
I just
Obito.
get about
You've
one?
never watched all.
It is
So
Obito,
you're saying your top three is a guy you've never seen?
I've seen it.
TikTok.
No.
TikTok clips.
Who is he then?
You've never even finished Naruto.
He became like bad because he lost the missus. I've seen it, mate.
No, you haven't seen it. You've seen it on TikTok. Right?
No, it Naruto.
Okay,
You did not see the
Next.
fucking Ninja War, mate.
Next. Okay.
And
The
shit,
Ninja
next
War
one.
or Vietnam War, mate?
How to make a good final form or transformation, right? A lot of animes, like, it's a bit like, or animation, because for example, Castlevania, that's why I did Mike in Castlevania Nocturne, his final transformation or his power up is like, happens out of nowhere, right? That's shit. But there's a lot of transformations that are good, like those last power ups transformations, like final thing.
This guy's just staring at me for no reason.
I'm just listening.
So how do you think there's, like, what's the good way to go about it with some of those transformations?
No, talk about transformations. One that I want to talk about. Again, none of us have watched this anime. But people really hated on the Gear 5 of Luffy. I didn't really get why people hated it, because it's like, that is the purpose of the character, is the whole thing of like, he has it, because I don't know if you guys know, his fruit, I think we've talked about it, it's not the elastic fruit, it's the creation fruit. Or something along those lines.
imagination.
So, imagination. So it makes sense for him to be like a cartoony character when he's fully unlocked it.
Yeah.
But for example, I think a transformation like that, where it fits more towards the purpose of the story and towards it adds to the character.
For me,
fits
it would
quite
say a very like drastic event where it's either like he's fucking murked me and then he unlocks it, or like someone just got absolutely like killed and like it triggers something. I think those
Isn't
two
that
are
what you
big.
just said that you don't like? When the transformation comes out of nowhere?
No, what do you mean out of
No,
nowhere?
but he's saying it links to what the character is.
He
So
said
makes-
no. That's what he's saying. He's saying it's linking to what is happening to the character.
Oh, yeah. Like, for example, a good example of that would be like Meliodas when he becomes a demon again because of fucking.
Because, Elizabeth.
Or no, a better example, because fuck you, it's gone.
Yeah,
Because when he realizes that Pito can resurrect Kite,
Yeah,
he's
but
like,
for example,
I'm gonna
that's-
bum you.
that's a good
I
example.
think that what makes those like final transformations the best is when there's drastic stakes equal to the level of power up. With Gon, for example, the fact that he, yes, he became insane, but he lost all of his nen. David at the end, like becoming the animatronic he became, like
Yeah, but I also quite like the
but-
power up from Escalar,
and,
for example.
But it's good if they connect with.
didn't he die because he burned himself?
It's just when he reaches noon, it's like there's literally just
No,
flames
yeah,
around.
but for example, that happens every time. It's not like the one power up.
that?
Who decided
But for
that?
example,
I had another example.
Bakugo, when he's fighting, and he's like fully like
Shigaraki.
when he's fully murked, and then he just saying like left
Well,
to
but that's not a
right.
transformation.
No, it's a quirk awakening.
Yeah,
so.
Again, for example, that was like.
For example,
No,
for
but
example,
they
Twice,
come,
guys.
I don't. They come out of nowhere. I don't think
They
they're
didn't come out of
as-
nowhere.
Yeah. Well, how did it build up?
They're fighting him, and then
Because he realized the only way that he could keep up is by being faster. So
Yeah.
he,
But it's
so his quirk awakened.
And I think a big thing is whenever they connected back. So, for example, we had Gon connecting back to Kite not coming back. We had Bakugo connecting with trying to
Keep up.
Yeah, that's
keep
just
up
having
with Deku, like him
a
being.
reason.
What?
That's having a reason.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
Well,
I'm...
I don't get what's your problem with Bakugo's fucking awakening.
That's because
Why is this guy hating
It
on me the
comes-
whole episode?
no.
Chat, shit up.
It's because
Chad,
like,
why is he being a fucking
it's the
cunt?
same thing of the transparent world in JJK. Like it also happens out of nowhere.
Okay, that's
You
you saying
know.
the transparent world in first of all, JJK mean Demon Slayer.
I didn't even
The transparent world is the same
Okay,
as
let
the
me-
let me finish. With the same as Quirk Awakening from Baku.
Oh, like I'm not trying to rage bait, but what's the difference,
Bro, the Quirk Awakening from Baku was so better
Also,
built
quirk
up than
awakenings
Transparent
were explained previously in the show.
Fair, I guess.
They weren't
Who had the
No.
quirk awakening before?
They were mentioned that people can awaken their quirks.
Yeah, but who? Had
Oh,
I don't remember who had that much.
what was the show? Cycle 100?
Mob
Cycle.
Psycho.
Mob Cycle 100. That's a good one.
Okay, we're moving on, I guess.
Where-
The whole transformation was the whole part of the show.
No, yeah, but like when he sees, was it his brother? I can't remember who he was.
Yes,
Oh,
it was
mate,
his family.
Mate, his whole
His whole
family, mate, just fucking marked, and then you literally just see the 100 like becoming just a question mark, and he's just a demon.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that the best transformation we've seen is probably Gone.
I think you need to have stakes like that, something
that's a
very
classic.
drastic.
Yes, that's what I said. I think.
So you think it only works if there's like such a big, like to the point where like the character won't be the same after it?
No, it's because like once you reach a level of power, if he doesn't get no consequences from it, that one, it just you ask yourself the question, why hasn't he done that before? For example, that would be my argument with Bakugo. And sure, you can say they can control when the Quirk Awakening does.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between?
It's because
You need to be in like it's the same as the Demon Slayer mark. You need to be in the position
to
where
have a
you
build-up for
have
it.
the need to.
Yeah,
It's not just a thing of like let me. It's the exact same
So,
thing
for
as the Demon
example,
Slayer mark.
I mean, I don't know, the demon. But the Demon Slayer mark, for example, is the only thing that allows them to even match.
It was the same as Bakugo. The only
Right,
way that he
but,
could keep up with Shigaraki was by being
For example, the Demon Slayer mark, what are the consequences? If you unlock it, your lifespan is reduced to 25 years.
And what was the consequence with Bakugo, mate? Where the fuck is his art?
Yeah, but that wasn't because of the Quirk Awakening. That was because Shigaraki ripped it.
No, but...
Yeah, but he also like
Okay, for example,
I think
Deku's a
it's
good
still a good
example.
build up for it.
Deku.
Yes.
Like, he's always fucking murked after whenever he does something that, like...
Not anymore.
Well, but he's not using 100%.
Yeah.
He has used 100%.
But
He's still not using
when
100%,
he goes
actually.
all out
Okay,
against
so he's never
Muscle
going to
Man...
use 100% against Shigaraki.
I don't think so.
Well, with all his quirks now, he can time.
Yeah, but he's not using 100% one for all.
Okay, for example, another example with MHA, the
I
film,
don't think so.
where both him and Bakugo get one for all. There's stakes. He's losing the quirk to allow that
Yeah,
to
but
happen.
then he doesn't. So what's your point?
well, no, because the movie wasn't canon.
No,
Then there's no point bringing it to conversation.
Yeah, but I don't get your point. Well, so you need something that. So your problem is that it doesn't have a negative side effect.
I'm going to give you an example. Dragon Ball. Like the whole shtick of Dragon Ball is that they get a power up above what they have.
Yeah, but
before
I
every
don't
time.
agree with that,
And
'cause it's
every
like-
season, and like
I don't
there's
have a problem with that.
there's no consequence, and they
don't
just
have a problem.
become stronger. So then the story is like I gotta create a villain that's stronger than
Yeah,
the
but I
latest
don't have a
power
problem
up.
with that. My problem is with Dragon Ball, and that is that it's overused.
Yeah.
It's just that's the solution for everything.
Right, but I still, for example, if Gon didn't have the consequence that he did, and then that just became like his thing, he can now just access 100%. So like, what's the point?
No, but I also,
Like, it doesn't-
think whenever it's something that's not like that, kind of hinting that it's going to be their last... Thank you for interrupting. Whenever they hint that it's going to be their last stance, like for example, Castlevania, you won't really
Means
say...
stand.
That's what I said.
Said stance.
Their last stand, for example, Castlevania, whenever like the rocks break away, it's just him against like the skeleton guy, right? He didn't really get like he wasn't marked and he didn't get like an insane, but you knew it was his last stand, and that's why the fight was better.
So when there's stakes.
But there were stakes with Bakugo as well. He knew he was gonna die.
No, he didn't.
Like he was legit like, don't patch my injuries, go focus on it. I wanna still fight. He was risking his life, and you're the fucking
And if he got
Castlevania
touched once, he
Nocturne.
died.
Castlevania Nocturne with Victor just going like this, and all of a sudden he goes from losing to winning. That's even worse.
And I swear,
I'm not saying
I
it's
swear
better.
Bakugo said something like...
so your whole point is that for a
like-
transformation to be good is that it needs to have a negative side effect.
we have two
It
different
needs to
podcasts.
have.
Then,
Yeah.
then how the fuck when Sukuna just gets stronger because of something he learned in the Heian era? Do you not have an issue with that?
Well, yes. But again, that's not the main character. The whole point of Sukuna is that the whole point of Sukuna is that to make it feel like it's impossible to defeat him. Like that was the main shtick. Is that no matter
You can make him feel that while still giving good writing, mate.
no matter. But again, did I ever bring Sukuna as a point?
I'm just bringing
This conversation?
examples.
He's
Like for example,
he's right.
For example,
I did. I never said you
For
did.
example, the whole thing with David is that every time he would get a power up, which gets more cyber shit.
No, but you make him go more
psychosis.
cyber...
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but you
it's-
don't need always a side effect just because you're getting stronger.
I think you do.
no, I don't think so.
Because it's either that or you get it at the end.
Oh, such
Because-
a good example, mate. Fucking, I don't know if it's Rock Lee or if it's his mentor, but the more gates that he opens, the more like fucked up he gets.
I haven't even seen
Yes.
guy go.
Like, yeah.
Not on TikTok. Have you seen
The guy
because
go-
that happens during the Ninja War, which
Yeah.
you haven't watched
I've seen it on the screen.
on your phone screen.
No, on the big screen. But yeah,
Anyway,
I think
I
we've
disagree.
concluded that it needs
We've
good
covered a
steaks.
couple
Yeah, it needs
bases.
good steaks, but it doesn't need the negative side effect.
I think it does.
A good rump steak. Move on.
All right, let us know who you
So
agree with.
fucking stupid.
I see your point. The best ones normally have when you think about the best ones, they have steaks, but that doesn't mean the other ones are bad.
The scene, yes.
But I never said. I never said
You
this.
said about
Oh,
mate.
Said it wasn't good.
How do you go about writing flashbacks before power up correctly? Demon Slayer does it awful because they just throw a whole bunch of flashbacks.
They don't do
in.
it awful. They do it too much.
I think the way that you're supposed to do it is
How do you do flashbacks?
not like Demon Slayer, so not right before. I think the show that did they probably should have done it better, but this is one that comes to mind. Cyberpunk, with the whole build up of what happened to his mom and the whole dream of him reaching Arasaka Tower, with at the end
Those
him,
weren't really flashbacks.
That's not a flashback.
That wasn't a flashback.
That happened.
That happened.
That's just a chronological way to do it.
You fucking idiot. That we were just.
I say do it like Tokyo Revengers. They normally give the flashbacks before the fight starts and then just run the
I
fight.
think it has even then. For example, that fucking used to piss me off. Like a flashback, you gotta be very careful because either you do it like he said, which is you try to avoid flashbacks. You try to avoid flashbacks and you build like the narrative.
chronological.
But if you want to use flashbacks, it has to be in a critical moment for the character. So usually I like it best when it's like close to death. It works almost like your life flashing before your eyes.
Okay.
And in that moment, you will
fucking
unlock
stupid.
something from your memory.
Yeah.
Then you can work to, into the story or whatever. Maybe you can tie it with a power up. But either that or in a critical point in the fight, that something drastically changes.
Yeah, but Demon Slayer does that a lot. Just does it too
No,
much.
but it doesn't do it in the critical point. It's like every 5 seconds into the fight, a flashback to explain something that's going to happen after.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So I think that's...
No, I agree. Yeah, because the main problem with Demon Slayer is that they introduce stuff in the in the flashbacks they've never heard before.
Yeah,
Just for
I
in the
agree. I
second
think
later.
Demon Slayer.
Am I the only one that doesn't really like flashbacks? Like, I would much prefer.
You don't like storytelling.
I would much prefer if they just build the story in a chronological way, so that it's like when stuff happens, you
Yeah,
don't
but
really need a
sometimes-
flashback because you've had it from the beginning.
Yeah, but sometimes you need stuff from people's childhood. You're not dealing with kids in the show, because then you have to bring them up, and then you risk with the show feeling rushed.
Good point. Next, how do you think? Because obviously there's a big trope in anime that actually keeps people from watching anime sometimes. Is that shouting power moves? For example,
I like.
obviously that happens because in a manga they have to write what's happening. So that's why characters say their moves, because it's so the reader's oh, that's what's happening. But translating that to visual media, sometimes in terms of a screen, sometimes it looks a little sounds a little weird.
I like
But how
it.
do you think you go about it in the right way? Because some are cringe, some are not.
Just don't make it cringe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
that's
to
the
make
only
it
thing that's
cringe.
Do you think it's solely up to the voice acting?
Yeah.
Some of it is the voice acting. I think spamming it is...
Black Flash, man.
for example, they don't say Black Flash. He doesn't shout Black Flash
Yuji
when he
literally
does.
does.
He goes, the blade punch, Black Flash.
No, Yuji literally does.
No, he doesn't.
Tuna bet money right now. How much are we betting? A pot noodle. A pot noodle.
Whatever.
Yuji literally goes Black Flash, bro.
He doesn't shout Black Flash.
Relax, man. He does, bro. He dead ass up.
But for
How
example,
much? Show me anywhere in the anime that's currently out where he shouts Black Flash.
You mean dead ass?
Yes?
How much money you actually want to put in this? Pot noodle.
Pot noodle.
No, because I only have 2 pot noodles. I don't know. Whoever is right, I don't know.
what was I going to say? For My Hero Academia, I think does it well. Like the voice actor for All Might is a good voice actor, so that whenever he says
That is true.
he's
I think it's up to the voice actor.
even Endeavor with the prominence burn. I think that's good.
I also think one thing that makes those good is because they are short. I'm just thinking now, for example, the joke we used to do every time we were at the beach. Water creation magic, sea dragon's lair. Like every time you're pulling out the whole sentence. It's like, if you make it short, it's more bearable. And also you can't if you say it once and then you do the same attack again, 2 seconds later, don't yell
But for
it
example,
out.
I didn't
because you've
think
seen it
that it was
before.
bad in Black Clover because they were kind of like mages, so it was a little bit like Harry Potter whenever they go, I leave your...
Yeah, but it gets repetitive and it's really long. It's like,
Make it short and sweet.
is that right?
Well, I don't want to be playing sound here.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. We'll figure it out later.
He does say it. He does say it.
Yeah.
Brother, he's saying it in Japanese. If you're Japanese,
It's everything.
yeah. Because I remember I was reading this
You
subtitles.
want a pot noodle,
You
man.
owe me a pot noodle. All right. I kind of don't know whatever guys do. Have you guys reached a...
I don't know.
okay.
MHA does it well.
All right. Next one. How do you go about writing a time skip well? I think Cyberpunk does it okay. I think when he did it, it was appropriate, and it's why the episode, the show, even though it's shorter, it feels like a longer story. But how do you write a time skip properly? For example, I think the AOT time skip wasn't good from the 3rd to the 4th season because it covered a whole bunch of shit off screen.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Is like a time skip needs to be used as like a pivotal turn in the story. Like when they say, so when the time skip happens, it's like this is going to be a new chapter in the story, and you can see the characters older. You can see new characters from
What do you guys want
like
here?
a new generation. But like you can't be continuing a story from before the time skip without explaining anything that's happened in the middle. You either start something new and maybe, okay, what's happening?
Whose foot's touching me right now?
touching my
It's not my foot.
Man, we're mid-pod, bro. Can you guys walk in, bro? Be professional.
Oh, someone started fucking tiddling my toes.
I agree.
I'm trying to think of shows that have time skips. I think a time skip's good whenever you want to do a second season
For
potentially.
example, Cyberpunk did that.
How?
I mean, I mentioned it. What did we mention in the beginning, brother? Where he becomes like grown. He's just sitting naked in his bed like this.
Yeah.
Pot noodle in hand.
You know, I thought that was okay.
It's not a major.
That was fine.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Were you paying
It's
attention to your
not a
toes and
major
all?
time skip. Maybe I don't know. You just it can be a major one like AOT.
True.
It can be a major one, I think, especially if you were starting like a new season. Like if you did a season.
No, because that's what IoT did, and then it covers a lot of stuff off screen.
No, but as long as it's.
No, because it goes from everyone being like freedom to I'm gonna bomb Marley.
Marley. Marlon.
Marlon.
It's Marley.
It's Marlon.
Marlon.
I'm gonna bomb Marlon and Martha, mate, with my Titan powers. It's like it was a bit of a shift. So
Yeah.
anyways, next.
Yeah, okay, next. All right. Next one, a villain redemption arc. How do you write it? How do you go about writing a bad guy that becomes good? So a prime example of this would be Zuko, which I think is a very good example of that happening. So do you think there's any important stuff to keep in mind when you're doing that?
Does a villain have to become good after? It can be just a good villain.
What?
He said like Zuko that was bad and then became good.
That's why it's called a redemption arc. You
Oh, I
fucking
thought you
idiot.
said villain arc. Okay.
I think two things. The first one is the contrast between the starting point and the end point.
True.
Like you gotta be able to see. They have to be like almost polar opposites to make it good. Like how they start and how they end and how they're completely different people. And then most important is then to see the journey and the journey to be well established. Because if you don't, that contrast is not gonna.
Yeah,
You know, I don't think the best redemption arc is Zuko though.
No.
Up there.
I think no.
It's definitely up there.
It's
the
the
best one.
It's probably fucking Thorfinn.
Oh.
Thorfinn's a good example, but then again, he wasn't like he was never a villain.
He'd kill people.
He wasn't a villain.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't the villain of the story, I guess, but the story doesn't really have.
No, but he was a villain. It depends what in the show he didn't portray him as a villain, but he would always like pillage
He'd
villages.
pillage
Yeah,
and touch.
yeah, he was doing anything to get
horny.
to kill
Get hard.
Askeladd.
So I would say it was a Thorfinn, but it's exactly what you said. You need to be drastically different, and you need
to
and-
Let him simmer
and
as
you
well.
can't-
Exactly,
and
you need to
yeah,
show.
you can't let them just have a thing of like, oh, I'm good now.
Yeah.
You need to have a slow change,
You
pivot of it.
gotta cook it at a low boil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
What about the demon from K-pop Demon Hunters?
And
But no, I also think that you need to have that thing of well, it's what you said a little bit like let them sit down with it, let them like,
Simmer.
Yeah, but more in the sense of like they have to understand the same with Zuko that it's like, oh, I'm actually gonna team up with the Avatar now, or Thorfinn being like him understanding what the meaning of this true warrior thing is, of them like slowly like just coming to the realization of like why they're good, not just being good. But I also think you need some character. I don't think a character can have a good redemption arc by doing it alone. I think you need some other people to, some other characters and story.
You need an outside force to justify why they changed.
Or a moment, something like that.
Even
So K-pop Demon Hunters didn't have that with the villain.
yeah,
No.
With
Yeah, but
Samsung
that's why
Wolf.
K-pop Demon Hunters is fucking shit.
For example, Vinland Saga.
You gave it a 10, brother.
it's a good movie.
Yeah, but
The 10 is not good. It's absolutely
For example,
perfect.
Vinland Saga, I think that part where he gets taken in.
Have you watched second season?
No, only the first one. But that part where he gets taken in by the old woman, but then he still pillages the village. And it's literally everyone like running in, killing everyone. He's just making eye contact with the old woman. I think that was a good like.
That's not what happened.
That is what happened.
No, because he kills someone and then he catches a woman looking at him. He's making his own scenes, bro.
Also, I can't believe you're talking about the redemption of Thorfinn when it all happens in the second season.
What I also like when they ask is when you see that character having, gone through the journey and have changed, and when he's now joining the side of good or whatever you want to call it, how like he doesn't feel like he fits in.
Are you guys touching pillows together?
No.
Why you guys, this episode, you guys have not been like locked in professionally.
No.
Bro, because I got Mr. Kiggle over there just staring at me.
Anyway, keep going. Or did you forget what you were saying?
No, I remember. It's like I like when they do it. So after they change, the character doesn't feel like they fit in.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like let's say something feels off, and
it has to have like an inner turmoil or battle. Like that's why Zuko was so good, because for the longest time he was like, maybe my purpose isn't just for what Big Pops is saying.
Yeah.
It's the
Also,
fucking...
I feel like the reason why they were evil in the first place, it needs to be deconstructed, and then for them to realize because the reason why they're evil or they're a villain in this scenario needs to have a sort of reason they can have like an underlying point that they can understand it, and then like overcome it to become good.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Zuko is that it's not that he just hated the Avatar. He didn't have anything against Aang. It's that he hated the Avatar because he wanted to kill him to prove to his father. And the same thing with Thorfinn was because Askeladd killed his dad, and he wanted to kill him.
Bro, that's
so,
Rano.
but then but it's that thing of like when Zuko loses the thing of like his dad is just not going to accept him, and he almost loses his uncle. Or the thing with Thorfinn, that Askeladd is dead, you're not going to kill him now. And then that's when they're able to go back to the major point of their problems and be like, maybe there's a better way to become this.
Yeah.
And with Thorfinn as becoming a true warrior, and that's how they become good.
Finn was high top 10 for sure.
Or talk about that scene of both of them on separate boats.
No, I was going to talk about the panel where it's like, earlier in the manga when he's fighting Askeladd.
He's holding the arm.
Like Askeladd holds his arms like, do you see Thorfinn? And then like way later in the manga when Thorfinn's an adult, he's fighting someone and he grabs their arms. It's like the same moment. And then he goes, I see now.
He's fighting this guy. Like he killed like his parents or something like that. So the guy was sworn revenge against Thorfinn. And then it's when this guy is attacking him like full of rage. Then he's grabbing him. He finally understands Askeladd.
But since you mentioned Gaara, like Gaara and Itachi, how do you guys think about their...
Well, Itachi didn't have a redemption arc.
He literally did, you fucking idiot.
He was never a villain.
He always had the purpose for him was that he did what he had to do to save Sasuke.
Yeah. So he was never a villain.
Gaara had a little bit more of like an outside entity influence.
No, he didn't do what he did to save Sasuke.
I don't know. I haven't gotten that.
He killed his whole village because of like, or like his clan, because there was a reason I don't quite remember right now, but it's because they were going like fucking insane or whatever. But he couldn't bring himself to kill Sasuke, so that's why.
That's what I meant.
But he didn't kill his clan for Sasuke.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad reason. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't think that was him, mate, because he didn't want to kill his parents.
It was.
Because they literally show a scene of him. I don't know if I saw this on TikTok or
He wanted his little brother to actually have a life.
No, yeah, but there's literally a scene of him having conversation with his parents, and the parents are like, "Just keep Sasuke safe and do it."
No, I saw that.
He's crying while he's doing it, so he didn't want to do it.
But I'm not saying he wanted to do it, but he couldn't bring himself to kill his little brother because he wanted him to have a life.
Because
and that's why he wanted his little brother to hate him.
No, I think to join the Akatsuki, it was something like that. But what I'm trying to say is, I know that the reasoning that he did it wasn't a bad reasoning. That was a good reason.
Yeah,
and it was generally to help Sasuke. And with Gaara, it's what he said. Gaara wasn't evil. He was just being like fucking fucked in the ass.
Yeah, he had a little bit of an outside.
Yeah,
corruption.
but Naruto had that. And he didn't become like Gaara.
I mean, that's... Yeah, I mean, Gaara is still good redemption because it's like the whole thing, how it compares with Naruto and how Naruto processed.
Yeah, but Naruto also had Kusakabe at a young age.
Kakashi.
No, I think you mean the other guy. The one that you know with him.
He means and that guy. He always had like a mentor.
Yeah, Kakashi had the teacher and then he had perfect sage. He always had some mentor to steer him in the right way.
The next and final one, because I forgot already, is characters like Tanjiro and Asta. So like the determined underdog type of like character trope, which I think is a bit overdone.
No, I really like it.
But there's a lot of them. How do you think you go about writing him right? Like, do you think they need to be like
Weaker
Suffering, I think. You need to show them suffering.
I think the part of the underdog is that they're suffering in a different way.
For example, Yuji Itadori.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Yuji's an
Yuji
underdog.
was
Shut the
never
fuck
an
up.
underdog.
Yuji was the
mate.
definition of talent, you idiots.
What?
Yuji was never an
Are we
underdog.
watching the same
Brother,
show?
he broke through
Yuji was
reinforced
breaking
concrete
fucking-
as a human.
Yuji
Yeah.
was breaking records before Sukuna was in
He
him.
threw a short put against a goal and broke it accidentally as a
Mate,
human.
Yuji was fighting an actual like
Cards without
monster
any...
before even the fingers, man.
Isn't it the whole point of like that he is never strong enough to stop
He's not an underdog.
the people
He's
around
not
him
an
from
underdog.
dying?
How is that the whole point? How is the whole point? Is that Yuji's not strong enough to protect the people around?
What? That's not just another point. What? The whole point with this grandpa.
Yeah.
No, first, there's nothing good about for grandpa from dying.
No. For example, all that happened in Shibuya. How he wasn't.
Yeah, but that's not.
But that's not an underdog,
But that's
mate.
not. But that's not. But that's not the thing of like.
Jesus.
It's not.
I didn't
But
know it was gonna
that's. What's
cause-
that? That's not the thing. That's like, oh, I couldn't fight to stop people from dying. Kind of like it's not that. It's the thing of like the Sukuna took over and he blames himself for everything that happened.
An underdog is like you're always seen as less, as weaker, and then you're trying to prove
And
them
then the
wrong.
dog is that you always under a dog.
Like, for example,
Yeah, but for example, I won't say Tanjiro is that. He's only.
Yeah,
I would say Tanjiro is
The
that
whole
as well.
show, the
No,
whole show
Tanjiro-
starts with the whole family being murked and him.
Yeah, but I don't know. But
he's always
an
the best.
underdog.
Tanjiro's not an underdog, mate. Underdogs would be like Asta's an amazing example.
Yeah, but it was the determined underdog.
Moon,
He's
Moon
determined.
Rider
determined.
is a good
There
example.
you go. Then Yuji fits a
not
bit more.
determined.
He's not determined.
Not as much as Tanjiro.
Don't come here.
That's not crazy, bro.
Look, one thing I do want to say is,
Moon Rider.
I think underdogs, the way they should be written is they're suffering. They're suffering in a different way. They're not suffering in terms of like, you got colon cancer or your whole family got shot in front of you. Like, they're not suffering in that type of scenario. They're suffering with their inability to help, to do something. Especially when you put an underdog next to such a strong
So
character
Moon Rider.
or a natural fuck off, or next to such a natural talent like, in Asta.
Moon Rider is a good underdog. Calm down. Moon Rider is a good underdog. Now he didn't.
He's a joke character.
He's not. He wasn't a joke character.
Yeah, he defeated the
No,
big
yeah, but
lizard.
that's the thing. An underdog, because what you're thinking underdog like soul leveling, which is he's weak as fuck, and then he becomes the strongest.
No, I'm
No,
not.
but that's the point of the character. The point of the character, because a lot of characters like this, you're the underdog, but then you get strong enough.
Yeah.
No, but Moon Rider is you can clearly tell that this guy is not going to be able to do shit, but he'll never give up
He's
no
so
matter the odds.
determined.
He never
mate.
does anything.
He does.
That's borderline
He helps
illusion.
people.
I'll say a better example. I know it's not anime or animation, but Kick-Ass.
Huh?
He just fucked bitches and like.
He just snorts coke and gets fucked.
I mean, I guess.
Is that the
I
same?
guess, but like he's not.
I guess.
He's not a better underdog than Asta or.
That's like a whole different medium.
Sure.
Almost like I said, if I stick with
Okay,
anime.
yeah,
well,
yeah,
actually, no, it's comics. Kick-Ass.
No, but
it's
you
Can I
comics.
say comics?
Yeah, if we're talking about
Calvin from fucking Spellslinger is a good underdog if you want to go into different mediums, bro.
Not really.
To be fair, yeah.
He is.
Fucking Matsumura. Shit. Bug.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's overplayed. I kind of think the. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I don't think it's
No, we
overplayed.
definitely need to.
Rock Lee is a good example. For
Yeah.
that,
Rock Lee is the best example. you
Yeah,
probably could
Rock Lee is
give
a good example.
Because you're surrounding him. You're surrounding him with people that are natural talented.
Yeah.
Like Neji, that's on his
Yeah.
team, and then he can't even use. He can only use this one thing.
Yeah.
And like he legit got all his arms broken, his shaft twisted, and he's doing push-ups outside.
Gojo's good
No,
underdog.
but yeah, I think Gara is like the perfect example, which is like the whole thing of the difference between Gara and Moon Rider. Not Gara, sorry, Rock Lee. The difference between Rock Lee and Moon Rider is that
Yeah, Rock Lee's a good character.
Moon Rider, no matter how much work he did, he could never, because he never had any powers.
Because he's stupid. He should be doing it in the first place.
Okay, that's the point of the
Okay,
character.
that's the point. That's the point of an underdog.
No,
You
because
know
this guy just likes punchy, mate.
Let me finish. The whole point, because the issue is most underdogs, it's like Rock Lee is a good example. I'm not saying that, which is you have a lower S than everyone else, but through sheer work and motivation, you're able to go to the same level, right? That's a good underdog. The thing with Moomin Rider, and he was never really a joke character. The thing with Moomin Rider is he lives in a world where most people have some sort of powers, and he has nothing. And it's not like Asta, where he has nothing, and then suddenly there's this book for him.
I know.
But he's still there saving people, and literally when he's fighting the dragon, like he has no fucking.
This guy's the biggest advocate.
No, but he's right.
He has no
That's the
chance.
point of the
He has
character.
no chance against the dragon. He's getting butt fucked by the dragon.
He never achieves anything.
But that's not the point of the character.
Why are we doing a character study on Moomin Rider?
Moomin Rider holds at least the dragon busy for a little bit.
Yeah, until he gets
Until One
And
Punch
he
Man
helps
gets here,
people.
and One Punch Man literally goes, I got it from here. Because Moomin Rider has no more arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to ride an underdog as the main character because
really
the main
like
character
that.
has to become strong eventually.
Oh, would Invincible be considered an
okay.
underdog?
Although you have an eyelash under your
Jesus Christ, I'm
right
not. Would you consider Invincible an underdog?
No. How is he an underdog, mate? If he's
I think he's just lazy
one
riding.
of the strongest in the earth.
Because his card is depicted as losing. Yeah, but his card is not depicted as an underdog. It's depicted as one of the strongest.
Or what about Rex? Or anyone from the Invincible?
No. Yeah, but that was it. Anything else?
Wait, I was gonna say something.
Because I want to bring up something about JJK that I want to ask you.
You can't be, for example, in the bug world from Invincible, the strongest bug compared with the Viltrumites will do absolutely fuck all. He's still not an underdog in that world.
You know, Moomin Rider, some people thought in the manga that he was gonna break his limiter.
What do you mean?
Because the whole thing with Saitama, like you can break as a human, you can break your limiter and just exponentially increase. That's what happened with Saitama. That's why he always gets stronger. And some people thought Moomin Rider was gonna have the same thing to him.
Maybe wrong.
No. Keep riding.
Season 3 is going to come out soon. Or at least it's rumored.
With JJK, right? Since we've moved on from the topic, just quickly before we move on to the review, I heard someone say that Gramps, Yuji's grandfather, is like Sukuna's brother.
No, so
like something like that. I was
It
like,
was
what?
his wife.
like they are the
That's
they're the
Also, Kenjaku was his
reincarnation.
mom, right? And got fucked.
Yes,
We've gone over this.
By man.
more like Yuji.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure Yuji's lineage is like the reincarnation of Sukuna's brother. So I think it was either his father or his grandpa that was the reincarnation of Sukuna's twin. It was one or the other. So, yeah.
So fucking confused.
Wait, so
That is
Kenjaku
it.
took dick.
Yeah.
Who's
and then-
Kenjaku?
The brain, man. We talked here.
The brains of dick. Wait, the brains is...
Like he possesses people.
The brain got inside Yuji's
Get it.
mom, took dick, made Yuji. And
So
that's why
Kenjaku gave birth.
Yeah.
wait, you... So Yuji Itadori is...
Well, you know this. We talked about it.
Yeah.
A death room painting, like
Death room
Chozo.
painting.
That's why his brothers are all weird.
Yeah. And then
Wait,
the whole
is
thing.
Kenjaku a cursed spirit?
No, he's a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he a sorcerer?
The brains a sorcerer.
It's kind of weird. To be fair, one thing that was hard to wrap my head around was like the whole how the star plasma vessels, Tengen and the Six Eyes, are all connected by fate. And like since Tengen's technically not around anymore, you won't technically get star plasma vessels. So JJK, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Anyway, that was the topic. There was no more for that. So moving on.
What part should we cut out? The whole bit?
Should we? Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed that whole discussion. I don't know. I think like that's why I compiled so many because there was no lot of conversation for each.
Yeah.
But I think
it was
overall,
good. I think we had some
sometimes
good
they
conversations.
were
Some were
narrow,
faster,
but
some were
yeah.
longer.
But that's also why. I had so
Some it was
many.
just a guy just wanking off Moon Rider for like 3 hours.
It wasn't even me.
And we talked a little bit about how the last Airbender
I think
was
Rock
like.
Lee is better.
That'll be fucking Zuko. Anyway, let's move on to the review. So we're
Yeah.
going to be reviewing Peacemaker Season 2.
Let me pull my nose.
We've obviously, like I said in the beginning of the episode, if you've gone this far, please subscribe. But we've reviewed Season 1 in a different episode. I think it was last episode, actually. So Season 1, Season 2 straight after.
Sure, I see what we do for you.
And I assume we are
Fucking like
keeping
and
the score for the
subscribe.
So that's what I'm going to explain. So we're going to go around, give a score out of 10 for Season 2 specifically. Then we're going to go non-spoiler, talk about it. Then we're going to go spoiler warning and spoilers. Then we have a rating table with superhero shows. But when we put it on that table, it will be Peacemaker as a whole, right? But initially, it's just Season 2.
Had a whole 3-page essay. It was fun. Man.
That's good. Sure. Which part are you guys
we
going to
can.
start
I mean,
with?
we can start with me. I don't mind.
Sure.
I was born in season 1, but season 2 maybe because I had different expectations. I'm giving it a 7.
I'm giving it a 4.
Giving it a 7.
I'm giving you a 7.
Okay, so you're just so stupid, man.
This guy every single time.
What? I thought it was such a
Me
letdown.
and you were so
from-
connected.
Like, the only letdown was this guy texting in the group chat saying the hardcore gets cracked.
No, I get it. It's just like hardcore if you don't know. Just to explain the joke.
Damn it.
It's
You
James
guys
Gunn's
really enjoy
wife. Right.
better than first
And-
season.
Really?
Yeah,
better.
James Gunn's director, and it's his wife, and they live. He kisses John Cena. But he
Why are you spoiling it, brother? This is non-spoiler.
Okay, them kissing is not that big of a deal.
It would be.
It actually is.
It would be. Cut the whole part out. I'm giving it a 7. Let's go.
Yeah, so non-spoiler review. Look, with season 1, you can go watch the last episode. I gave it a 5, 6. I think I said it a 6. Maybe it's because season 2 I came with different, not provisions. That's the word I'm looking for. Expectations.
Ideologies.
I came with different expectations. I already expected certain things from the character, from the show overall, and I already knew the characters. I still have some negatives. I did prefer the plot. I am gonna say the first few episodes I was around the 4 as well, but the last few really pulled me back up. I really enjoyed it. As always, Vigilante was a big positive for me. I do think Hardcore was even better this season. She was even a bigger. I would say she was one of my favorite characters this season. Chris was a bit more the same. Adebayo was his name. She. I don't know. We'll get more into it when we go to spoilers. The thing is, it's gonna seem like I like the character, but I feel like she lost a lot of the stuff that she had from the first season. I think that she was just kind of there a lot of the time. Economist was funny as always. I found him funny. Equally was pretty much the same. The show overall, it's what I said in the beginning, was a little bit iffy, but then it picked up at the end and managed to pick it up to 7. I do think it's better than the first season.
That's insane.
But maybe I just think it's better than the first season. Well, you gave it the same score. Oh no, you gave it an 8. No, you dropped it to 7. Eh? Whatever. But the second season, I do think it was slightly better. First season kind of disappointed me a little bit.
Let's do your points first.
Anyway, also I think that's like a common opinion on mine that what I've seen that people prefer second.
How about you shut your fucking mouth and let me finish? So I give first season like an 8. We talked a little bit about it. It was like a decently low 8. Here I'm definitely more on a 6 or 7. I think it was worse than the first season. I think the first season was better. But I do think if you liked season 1, a lot of the stuff you liked is going to continue in season 2. So I don't understand that this guy gave it a 4. I don't quite understand it. There's some parts I dislike with the direction they took with the season. But a lot of what you said, so not just repeated, but a lot of the side characters were good. I still think Abadiah Stain was a bit out of, like, which is kind of there to do with her relationship and all that. But I still think, like, the comedy didn't hit as much as season 1, but it still hit. I still think there's quite a few parts that they were funny. A lot of the problems that I had with season 1 kind of continued, unfortunately. But a lot of the good things that I had from season 1 continued as well. So it was just a thing of like, it was slightly worse because he has maybe slightly a couple more cons, but it was just a lot of stuff that continued. So not much to say there.
With me, again, I can't remember what I gave. I think I
can't remember the show.
I think I gave an I think I gave an 8.
No, you give it a 7.
Yeah. Abdial was a negative for me, which we're gonna talk more about after. But the way she would talk and the way she would act, I was like, I don't really understand the whole point of you being here. Same thing as Danny said. There was some direction that the show took that I was like, ooh, where are we going with this now? That I didn't really understand why the addition of that. I guess it was for funny purposes, but why the addition of that? But in other areas, again, positives from first season carried on to this season. There were some funny bits. The addition of new characters, I did like the addition of some of them. Especially I can't remember the name, but the black guy. I thought he was quite funny.
With the bird bite.
Yeah, with bird blindness. I did think that he was quite funny. And towards the end of the show, with the doors, not saying anything more to not spoil.
You always do that, you know.
With the doors, that was I think it was very well done. Yeah.
All right.
That's I'm not mad. I mean, I'm happy you guys enjoyed the show. I think it's such a downgrade from season 1.
Is it because Hardcore didn't get cracked?
No, so my pros are that some good stuff carried over from season 1, especially their interactions with each other. So the character interactions, the character dynamics, and their individual personalities, it's all the same, so it's all good. Throughout most of the show, I was at a 5, 6, and the ending actually brought me down to a 4. I wasn't a fan of the ending.
I don't see it.
So yeah, even though it's a clear downgrade from season 1, the comedy does still hit sometimes, and so that was also a consistent thing.
It hit as much as season 1.
The 4 highlight characters for me was Vigilante as always, Eagly, Economos, and actual Keith, his brother. I thought he was a really good
What a
character.
stupid thing to say! So the 4 characters that stick out to you were some characters that were just there for like minutes of the fucking show. Keith, over Hardcore!
Different Hardcore was great.
Should we talk?
I don't know why he's getting so
Should we
angry.
be talking
So-
about Keith?
My...
Spoiler.
My...
I don't know
Why are
we're
you talking about Keith,
man.
Bug?
Well, that was in the trailer, so it's fine.
Was it? Oh.
Yes.
If you're never sure, just say it was in the trailer. We don't know what it was.
So my comment is actually fucking everything else. I think
Hardcore.
I think the ending was poorly written and rushed. I think. Do I have the hardcore point written down? I think hardcore they did such a disservice to her character. It was like such a 180 shift. It's a completely different
It
character.
was literally the whole lead up of season 1.
It was the way
I
that you
guess,
just didn't
I
watch
don't
it.
Yeah. So one of your biggest cons from the first season was that there were no fight scenes. There were almost no fight scenes in this season.
But there was a very good one with Peacemaker. Which was what I wanted.
Yeah, but and
Just
that
smash
fight
it through.
scene, it contradicts what happened in season 1 with him not wanting to kill.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't fully contradict it because it's about him being a
Fully
hero.
just pat of looking at you, by the way, mate. Don't know if you caught it or if you caught it with your mouth.
I heard on my phone. So yeah,
He's playing ping pong with it.
there were tons of new side characters added, and personally, no substance to any of them. I don't think I don't think any of them were funny.
He was.
I don't think
The black guy was funny.
You're saying him being like, I don't know the difference between a pigeon or a chicken.
That was funny at first, but like everything else that he says, I don't know.
I agree with the bird guy.
Who was that
Like when he's flirting.
Yondu, he shows up.
That's what
He shows up in every.
No, man,
he was also in Suicide Squad.
My
like,
and the
guy with guns.
nicknames. And the nicknames that he would give, he would be like, titties!
Yeah, like it was Ginger Cool, and then like, what did he say when he got pissed off at him?
What was the judo master, man?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
I think the story just goes around the same shit over and over. There's so many comedy moments that fell flat or became cringe for me personally.
Okay, that's fine. You're right.
And that didn't really happen in season 1. The main point that I have is that main characters being separated for most of the show made it worse, especially because the new side characters couldn't help elevate them.
They weren't really separated though.
They only really got together at the end.
That is great.
Towards the
What
last
the
few
fuck?
episodes.
They spent together literally most of the show.
They don't.
They do.
Okay.
They're always
Did you watch it with one eye closed?
usually in duos.
They meet up at the party, and then so they're separate. They meet up at the party, then they go separate again.
What? You watch the show, mate.
And then I think the use of the multiverse was a genius idea with the most horrific execution and a huge missed opportunity. I think
How was it? Wait, how was it a horrific execution?
that would be getting into spoilers.
Okay. Well, I'm quoting that.
Okay. Oh yeah, so there you go. Hardcore had a huge character assassination for me, and Peacemaker felt so bland this
character
season.
assassination. By character assassination, character assassination means it's not like true to what the character
Yeah,
is.
Harani, I don't like the fuck.
What?
I'm sorry if that is spoiler.
Guys, you know what? You see, when we say non-spoiler, this fucker thinks that means spoiler. So,
Yeah, I don't like the decisions that took
Yeah, I know, but character assassination means it's not loyal to her character, but no one knows hardcore from it.
let's just talk about some.
no, from season 1.
Okay,
and then
right.
Let's
stop there,
Peacemaker felt bland.
You're blind.
You
you
apart
can
from
leave
the
space
moment.
between your
Let's
points.
stop there. Let's stop there because.
And then my biggest con is the random bullshit that gets introduced or done on screen. That means fuck all that comes out of nowhere. I think they did
Like
a
random
lot,
bullshit. Would it be
especially with the doors that he was a positive for him later on. There's so much random shit.
I thought that was
Okay,
good.
okay.
But it gave me the vibe of what's the game? Why are you so close to me? It gave me it resembled what's the game called? The
Doors.
like the kind of like horror. Do you know what I'm on about?
Yeah, Mario.
No, the kind of like horror game that there's like they've got to like
Bro, describe it!
it's the like there's like horror things like where they're going down the like they've got like the different
It's a
suits.
horror game with horror things.
It's the Backrooms. Yeah, is that the name?
That's not even. Is that a game?
No.
I swear it is.
It's a collection of videos.
They gave me that vibe when they're going through the door.
Yeah, okay, it didn't have any vibe like that.
It was nothing like that. It took 5 minutes to get
Let's
there.
talk about some minor thing because we're gonna have to jump into spoilers.
Okay, let's. Is there anything you can talk about your cons that are not spoiler?
Abdaya.
You reckon?
No, you need to talk about spoilers.
Well, comedy, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Comedy was slightly worse, but
I
still.
disagree. How the fuck was? I think Judo Master was better this season.
Yeah.
And I think there was a comedy that wasn't hitting me.
Yeah, because last season one of the cons was that he was overused.
Yeah.
But this season,
I didn't like Judo Master this season. I'd much prefer Judo Master last season beating them up.
I just know last
And
season
then,
it just feels like he had a purpose, and now this season he's just.
He was overused so much first season.
I don't disagree.
Okay.
But, at least did you feel that he had more of a purpose last season than he did?
Yeah.
His purpose was that he was working with the butterflies.
Yes, and now this season he just ignores all that.
I see your
No,
point.
he doesn't. He would just has a line. He's like, what's Peacemaker?
He's now working with an organization that was like the opposites of what.
Yeah, no, I do agree.
Judo Master was a negative for me.
It becomes so much about the environment and stuff and how humans are destroying, and it's better for everyone to turn into aliens. Now he's working for Argus, which is
Judo Master.
anything but good.
The whole point of having Judo Master there is he would get bullied and then he would fuck them up, right? And then he was also used as that comedy part in that first season when it's what's his name, the Ginger Cool.
Ginger Cool.
When Ginger Cool is hitting him with a crowbar and he keeps on crawling, he keeps on hitting him, right? Or whatever it was. This season was suddenly he's a good guy. It's like I was just like I actually don't see the point of that.
Especially the ending, bro.
It's
The
not a
ending
spoiler, man.
was such a battle.
That Judo was a good guy.
Not really.
No, really.
Okay.
Not really.
I think we're gonna jump in spoilers because
No, well, but before we do that, one of my problems there, like with action last season, is that I do agree we had less action scenes this season, but at least we got one with Peacemaker.
we had the one.
We had the
We
one.
didn't have
yeah,
any
no, I
more.
agree. I see your point.
And
Damn, it might be three, bro.
And that one contradicts like
it doesn't.
everything.
Well, no, because Peacemaker's whole thing is about being a hero.
No, because we can't talk about shit that happens.
Let's hop in spoilers. Let's hop in spoilers then, because if people can't keep their mouths in non-spoiler for at least 10 minutes,
Okay,
then
before we move on, anything else that we can talk about?
we just tried.
Spoiler
Peacemaker,
season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what did I say before on the crocodile? What did I just
It's
say?
about-
probably got
Yeah, so there's only one
Nazis,
fight
He
scene.
killed Nazis.
Yeah, but he didn't know that at the time, and he didn't kill Nazis. He killed the people that were trying to stop the Nazis because he killed the freedom fighters.
What freedom fighters?
Bro, that whole scene of like him breaking through the window and just like chefing him
Yeah,
up.
that was a great scene, but that contradicts so much of his
Yeah.
character development.
I didn't think about that.
In season 1, he didn't want to kill people at all. And even though he wanted to be a hero because it was technically tasked to save the Earth from alien invasions, but he didn't want to kill people. Like
Yeah, I was just happy about
yeah,
seeing the
what
fight.
scene
he didn't want to kill all the police officers that were
Oh
after
my
him.
god, only actual
With a
fight
bomb.
scene.
Your biggest con in the first season was he didn't. Your thing is, we're in spoilers now. Your two biggest cons for the first season, not in the fight scenes, and he didn't use the helmet enough. This season, he never uses the helmet.
Yeah, but it's what I
So,
said.
actually,
It's what I said, but I was already expecting that.
actually, I disagree with that.
And he-
I think there was a good amount of helmet to use. At one time, it wasn't by him, but it was by his other
Yeah,
dimension.
he used it once.
He used one.
Like his alternate universe. He used, and it was
good point.
it was a shitty like Ninja Stars one.
No, he used the
It was
ninja
fine.
stars and used the torpedo.
No,
He didn't use to read. That was the jetpack.
That was a jetpack.
No, I agree. But like, I'm fine with the smaller usage. I don't get your hate for hardcore. I think it was clearly setting up for them to being together.
I don't know. I just didn't buy it. Like her character, I think it would have been so much better if she had actually betrayed him. I know it would have changed the story a lot, but I know
That would make sense.
I like her character so much in the first season. How she's this fucked up assassin. That and that's why I really like the first joke where they said that she's suffering from toxic masculinity, when
Oh,
the
yeah.
season starts. And then like, but throughout the season, she slowly turns into that classic female character that's like, I don't know,
I disagree.
just in love with the
To be
protagonist.
fair, it was
I mean,
it was a little bit drastic in my opinion.
No, I see your point in terms of like how it was drastic. I'm literally agreeing with you.
No, but you didn't let me
can't
finish. I was gonna say
the first season it doesn't end. The first season it doesn't end with them getting close to each other or to like hinting at anything. Right. The first season doesn't end like that. Everyone's just friends, and then in the time skip, then there's the whole thing with the boat.
Yeah, but for example, I thought you guys were talking about the fight scene when they go get him and Hardcore and him fight against the Nazi when they're running away from the police station.
no?
You see when he looks at the mural and he's like, "How the fuck did I not notice that?" And then everyone charges at that.
That's barely a fight. He just grabs her with a jetpack and
No, because they're fighting and then she's fucking
No, they
flipping,
fight
and
a
they're
little
like
bit.
they're fighting.
But the other fight scene's way better.
The other fight scene.
But first, leaving the house and going, oh, I want to go for a walk. And then the moment that I saw the white woman giving her a look, I was like, where the fuck is this going?
It's a black.
Yeah, then everyone just chasing
that,
her.
bro, that was like one of the best scenes though.
What?
That was so funny. That was,
Yeah, by the way, I was quoting the show.
Well, Keith being on the phone and going, Dog, we call one!
yeah, no, because like it makes so much
How did
sense.
you leave the cup? It's like fucking
it
hell,
makes so
It's
much
funny,
sense that like Peacemaker's ideal universe, it's Earth X is the one that the Nazis won. Like that was great. I just wish they had, I don't know, done more with that. And but the thing is, everything that you see, and like for example, they were building all that shit up, and then they have in like within seconds they reveal that his dad is in that world, but he's actually the good guy. He's not a Nazi. And as soon he gets chefed by Vigilante.
No, but that was so funny.
You can see Vigilante in the window. Next scene, he smashes into the window, just starts stabbing his
That
neck.
was so funny because it's Keith wanting revenge to start going, no, son, I didn't teach you like this. You've got to be a good man. And then just see Vigilante in the window.
And that's fine. That's
That
fine.
fight scene was great as well.
Okay.
With like them,
With Vigilante.
and then they're just shooting people.
That was okay.
And then one of them gets shot, and then the other one just spins and
the
kicks
fight
the
scene in
door.
episode 3 is probably the best.
And then so okay, even with the season building up to that, sure, that episode ends with Keith. He was gonna get killed, and then he survives just because they gotta rush out. Why don't you make the last 2 episodes after that being about Keith wanting to get revenge and coming to their dimension?
No, because they're saving you.
They're not gonna do any more seasons because this season didn't perform as well, so I think they've cancelled it.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so, like, the last 2 episodes are about the portals, random shit, not about Peacemaker, right? It's about these guys going to the portals, getting killed in random ways, like.
But that was, I thought that was
I
good.
didn't like
I still
that.
disagree with you though.
You didn't watch the show. Watching, like.
No, in
they
terms
were
of,
going
like,
from portal to
Character
portal.
assassination from Hardcore. I think Hardcore was the best thing that was.
Yeah,
seen.
you missed the episode where.
It wasn't even Hardcore from the real universe, was it? So what the fuck does it matter?
I mean, it adds to it.
No,
How the fuck does it matter?
now you're fucking waffling off your toes, man.
No, because there's a lot of hardcore stuff in that episode.
But it's
from
a
the
different
main
universe.
I did think this season, because I was thinking about the other season, I did think he missed a bit of comedy. I do think the season 1 was funny. For example, I was thinking about the part.
Bro, I can't think of so many
where-
jokes of this season that hit though.
No, but for example, first season when he's fighting against the woman that he slept with, the butterfly, and then he just booms the fuck out of her in the middle of the car park.
and
right?
like, first season definitely
So
hit
it's
it.
underwear.
The ending was horrific for me because like it didn't tie to
It was
anything.
rushed. It was over
It didn't tie to anything, and then the whole point is that the group of characters so they gather to go save Peacemaker from the dimension, and the way the show ends is by everyone coming back. Then people are doing random works across the dimensions, and then Peacemaker just gets kidnapped, put into a dimension, and that's how it ends. So an episode ago, it was let's all band together to go save him. We get back. Next scene, Peacemaker gets kidnapped.
No, but it
in
makes
another dimension.
sense.
How
It's because it's what Red Flag wanted.
It doesn't matter what he wants. That was a shit way to end the show.
But you knew Queef wanted that from the
necessarily.
beginning, man.
Queef. He was queefing on the helmet. To be fair. I don't know. I think I might up it to 9.
And he just gets kidnapped. No of
That's
the
kinda
other
ass.
characters. They wish we just saved them. No of the other characters does it or.
What's the finale?
And you're telling me you liked, everyone just being good and like walking together, fucking.
Okay, but let's
Fortnite.
say, bro, have you seen the
That was
intro?
fine, bro.
Oh yeah, the intro's inactive for me, man. I don't like it. And because I was
Skip
watching
it then, bitch.
I was watching on my laptop attached to the TV. And then, yeah. So I can really skip
But the
it.
intro was the same as season 1.
Yeah, but I did like
so
that.
It wasn't the same as the same time.
Do you guys know what the dance represents?
Yeah, the Nazi.
That's what.
Jesus.
That's why you got removed off
Wow,
Fortnite.
it's the Earth. Yeah. They had to change it. But yeah, but that's the.
And also, was it just me that the way ads was speaking this season was just so different from first? She was speaking like she was from
We
the...
haven't talked about Ad enough. The whole thing was that she was a family oriented. She's not family oriented anymore. She's
that was another kind of there's a complete shift.
I don't know why they keep. I don't give a shit about your girlfriend, bro.
Yeah.
And like the whole
But when
thing.
I say that, you guys were like, "Oh no!" Then
No,
she
because you didn't give a shit because she's gay. That's different.
I did not say that.
I give a shit
It's
more.
not she was gay.
I give
I
a
got
shit.
3 brothers that are gay.
I give a shit more about her relationship last season, definitely, because there was.
I didn't give a shit about her relationship overall.
But like,
I liked her character as the compassionate one.
I
I don't
don't
know why.
understand.
And I think the last scene should have been earlier in the scene.
I don't understand her delusion about like the whole thing of being a private
She's
investigator, like a spy.
she has literally no skills and wants to be.
Yeah.
And the way she was talking to, like, last season she was talking normal, like a normal person. This season she was talking like she was from the fucking Bronx, man. Like, no joke, she was like, no,
Make you put in your mouth.
Did you know? Oh, I thought you were looking at what I was saying.
And a speech bubble.
Okay, what is it? Let me read the subtitles.
But was I the only one that got that impression? Like, from
was from the
early on in
Bronx.
the season, she was like...
You don't know how people in the Bronx speak.
She sounded the same, bro.
She didn't.
No, but I do think that the scene at the end where she's talking to her girlfriend, being like, "This is just not for us." I feel like that should have just
And
been
they're
earlier.
both crying. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I went straight back to gooning. I do not give a shit.
Also,
for watching
I
that
can't
part.
believe the girlfriend keeps begging Ads to go back to Gotham. Mate.
Yeah, stop name dropping Gotham as well, bro. I like the Spider-Man meme though.
Yeah.
We just did the Spider-Man meme.
When Vigilante, and for example, Vigilante wasn't used anywhere near enough
No,
this
yeah,
season.
true.
No, you're bugging out. No, you're bugging
true.
out.
He was used a lot less.
You need him more. You need him more.
He was used a
He
lot
was on the
less.
sidelines.
He was a prominent character.
He also
with
only
the-
wore the suit at the end when he goes to the other dimension.
Also true.
But that's because there weren't a lot of fight scenes, not because Vigilante was.
I think it's just-
with Vigilante, I didn't know if they were gonna go with they fight each other, like both Vigilantes fight, and then it's the whole which one's the right Vigilante, or if they're gonna go with this. But both were funny.
I had
Vigilante
a feeling they were going to take the wrong Vigilante to
Yeah,
the other.
yeah,
I
same.
thought that
I thought they were gonna let you go with the like Ads has to shoot one of them, and she has to find out which one's the real one, something like that.
No, but that was
I mean, there was some good stuff, but so much random bullshit. Like the whole.
Yeah, but it's
and
not
also-
below average. Bro.
I think it was.
I'm dropping it to a 6 because I agree with
What,
Toby
what
Ferris.
about the whole side plot with the Prime Eagle and the Eagle Hunter?
that was
That was awesome.
Like,
It was a little
It
bit.
just took time
I'll
for
drop
the
it
show.
to 6.
I like
tiny bit funny when he
I really like how all the soldiers got like destroyed by Eagle when they were trying to get Peacemaker, but then that ties into magical.
No.
No, it was just a joke.
Yeah,
bro.
and
I don't think it was.
It was. It's not an actual magical eagle.
No, she Eagle summoned all the other
It's the
eagles.
yeah, but that was clearly a fucking joke.
No, don't-
You
I-
watched that, right?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't find it funny. The only part about it that I found funny was when Ginger Cool hit the old guy with the rock, and he was like, "Oh, it was another
Oh, you
ego."
fell, bro.
Okay, and for example, about comedy, when Economos is like distracting the other.
Oh, that was cringe.
That was fine,
distracting
bro.
what?
Him
He's
being like,
trying to tell jokes.
no, him being like, did you guys just hear that counter? Check the shelves. There's a counter to the shelves. That's funny, bro.
Or them, him being
And then
like,
even then-
or him being like, because it's a thing. They like he's always trying to distract people when he's horrible. Oh, did you watch the football game? And he's like, there was no fucking. He goes, shut up, cunt. There was no football game.
Or like when the guy keeps calling him Ginger Cool, and then he just snaps at him and tells him, "Shut the fuck up." Like those
The
parts were
black
funny.
guy I found really funny. I can't remember his name.
With the
I don't
bird point.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
want to keep on calling him the black guy, but he I found him.
Yeah,
really
I don't
funny.
get why Rick Flag was just willing to kill people for a random dimension as well.
Yeah, Rick Flag is also meant to be the same character from Creature Commandos. He feels like a completely different character.
Yeah, fair.
No, because oh,
Yeah, it's the same universe. Like that happened before Peacemaker. It's kind of
Yeah, so it doesn't make
no.
sense why he's willing.
Isn't that Rick Flag Jr.? In
no, it's Rick Flag
Rick
Senior.
Flag. Wait.
It's
So
the same guy that voices him in Creature Commandos as well.
What?
What?
is he?
What?
I thought Rick Flag was the blonde guy that died.
There's Rick Flag Jr. and Rick Flag Sr.
And Rick Flag Jr. was the one in Critical Commandos.
No. Rick Flag.
He just had a yellow shirt.
Yeah, Rick Flag Jr. died in Suicide Squad. He showed up for a cameo this season.
No, but I think the progression of Peacemaker's character was good. I think the hardcore.
I can take a back seat on
I think the hardcore.
I don't know, that
Stuff with
ending,
Peacemaker's
especially for
fine.
you when you say like a big point is how they wrap things up.
Yeah, to be
You know
fair.
one thing I don't like? Every time we're
save
doing reviews, you're always speaking to him. There's other people on the stage.
Yeah,
Me
true.
and Tiago run this pod.
True.
I don't think I don't see this is kind of knowledge. Me and Tiago run this pod.
Let's not
You
do
guys
that.
just tag along.
You didn't watch the whole show.
I'm not speaking to me. I cannot blame you,
We're
man.
the comedic part of the podcast.
Don't put me in with you, man. I don't like being put in with your bunch.
What were we going to talk about before we got
The
really
ending, like the ending is such a critical piece for
Yeah,
you,
but I
especially.
didn't mind it that much.
I
Like I see your point in the thing of like they spend the whole show getting him back and like clearing him up, and now it's like he just gets
Also,
taken.
before I started watching the show, I was getting like reels and stuff of like Peacemaker at the end of the season, and then it's just like arc. And now, I mean, they don't fully show it, but I think it's a dinosaur. That's like the sound at the end.
Oh no, it is. Yeah.
But just Peacemaker in arc.
yeah. What about the big cameo? What you guys think?
Like
Lex.
Tulthor. I thought. I mean,
You saw that, right?
I don't think.
No, I didn't.
I don't know because that's like that's not.
He makes a deal with Rick Flag.
Yeah, that's not episode
I mean,
3, 4, or 5.
he missed one episode. He didn't miss half the season.
Yeah, I missed one episode.
Now he watched the first episode and the last one.
Just to make sure I can talk
He
about
watched a
it.
recap on YouTube. Not even that.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. I think the portrayal of the character is still there, so I don't think there's.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
have
think,
really any
like,
problems with it.
I think Max was good.
Nicholas Holt, he fucking brings it. And even like, for example, when he was allowed to swear and stuff, like, it's still Lex Luthor. Like,
But I don't see Rick Flag partnering with Lex Luthor.
Yeah, that it looked like
Like
a
the
very-
guy from Creature Commandos.
Again,
would not do
I
it.
thought they were gonna like make a little reveal that like suddenly he's
a butterfly.
being controlled or some bullshit. But like even in I'm not even saying Creature Commandos because that's animated, even though it's meant to be the same character. In Superman, Rick Flag is the guy that's like Lex Luthor, you're fucking stupid. Like
But they mentioned that in the show.
yeah,
They're like,
and,
what
and now he makes a deal with Lex and he starts hiring all of the Lex goons. He's basically doing what Lex wants.
what?
Goons.
Max Goons. Max Goons.
Right. No, I see your point, and
So-
I am lowering it to a solid 6. I don't think I still
upping it
don't
to
think
an
it's
9,
below average. I think the Peacemaker stuff was good. I
don't know.
think the vigilante parts were still. Did I want more? Yes.
Even barely wore his.
Yeah, Vigilante was quite.
Hardcore was also good.
Hardcore was way better this season than the first.
I still think season one was. I still think season one was substantially better, but I don't think this.
Bro,
is
it
below
was her
average for
thing
your show.
about finally being like, look, I know, like, I'm not gonna be the person you want me to be, and I'm not gonna be the type of person that doesn't go on to fight, and I can't speak about my feeling. The Peacemaker's like, yeah, I know, but I still
love you. Like that part was good.
I'm lowering it to 5. I think.
Weren't you at a 7?
Yeah.
I hate you.
I guess the thing that's carrying here most for you and that's not for me is their relationship.
Not
you,
even that.
You guys think that wasn't right?
In
I
the
don't think
progression of Peacemaker's characters, I think
I
he was.
do think that it was a
like
little
how
bit-
he was in the beginning of the show, and like thinking he was cursed towards the end. I think.
Yeah, the whole thing of like everything that he touches, like everyone dies, and then everyone, for example, and then everyone gathers around them, and it's like they make him know that that's not him. And then the next 2 episodes is random bullshit through portals, and then he gets kidnapped and no one cares about it.
That's the finale. It's not that no one cares about it. No one has found out.
Yeah, that is legit the
Wait,
finale.
what?
When he gets
They had just rescued him, and that's
No,
what the
I
show
understand.
ends.
But
With
it's a
him
minor
back
for
in
me.
the-
It's not a major.
I do think the agency thing was fucking rushed. It was the whole thing that Vigilante didn't want to use the blood money, so they used it to take Chris out of prison, but then they used it
and
all
then
to
they
build
create a new agency with barely any staff, and then Peacemaker attacks.
Also, I don't get what is Adebayo doing there. What can she do?
that part. Yeah.
Like, I understand that the only reason she's there, she's the leader.
She's good at
She's
making
the leader.
decisions.
She's still not even that. No, I
No.
disagree.
What
No,
decisions?
I think she's good.
Actually, she's the one that made the
Her
whole
way
plan.
around the woman, bro.
No,
Like
I
this-
think
No, she's not. She's the one that made the whole plan. Because Hardcore and the Cyborg. First of all, the cyborg character, like she didn't.
What's that worker?
Like the introduction.
I think Adebayo was good as a leader because she can bring people
Yeah,
together.
she's good as a compassionate character. That's where those scenes is where she shines.
But that
Where
was
she's
a negative for
connecting
me.
to Peacemaker.
That was the negative for me when Hardcore is like talking to the cyborg woman and she goes, oh, you've got to like design a plan to do this.
Yeah.
You got to meet my friend. What's ads gonna do, mate?
Yeah, no, but that's the one
They're
thing
talking
she's
in
good
the bed
at.
having girly chat, mate.
They're not having girly chat. First of all, that's another thing that like was overused. The fucking songs, the 19 songs, Jesus Christ. Especially towards the end, every 2 seconds there's a 19 song playing.
19?
90s.
Oh.
I
Disagree, bro.
I didn't have
No, I didn't know.
But yeah,
Taking out.
Maybe
no, that's fine. Like, Ads, her best role is to be that like kind of like a parallel to a man of war, that leader that's able to like put things together. And the difference is that the heavy
The
contrast.
difference is she isn't that.
She isn't.
That's
No.
it.
She can't put shit together to save her life.
Why isn't she the reason the team?
She can bring the people together.
Yes,
but she
that's
can't make
what
a
I
That's
mean.
decision.
not what Amanda Waller does, bro.
No, but oh my god, I didn't even get to finish my sentence. It's like Amanda Waller.
sound like me.
Amanda Waller puts people together like the Suicide Squad through fear, whilst Adebayo puts it through compassion and through. It's
Yeah,
like
but it's
that-
so loose,
And
bro.
to be fair,
I know I wanted them to explore more,
I think
but,
it's about time we put in a rating tier.
Yeah,
list,
I
don't you
think so as well. I was gonna say because we've been running this episode.
well,
so.
I guess you
Overall, Peacemaker.
Top good.
So we have 3 6s and a 4 for season 2.
Well,
no.
For season 1, we
guys.
get
So,
a high.
gave it
yeah,
a
so
five.
we put it lower good. Season 1.
Top mid or more good. I think that's
Below, so next Fantastic
So
Four
the
and below Superman.
The
and
question
Daredevil.
is, it was season 2 bad enough or was it top mid?
I definitely think so. It's in the mid. I would put it. The thing is, I gave season 1 a 9 or an 8. An 8.
8.
If you give it a 9,
But season 1, for me, it's close to a 9. Like season 1 is really, really good.
Season 2 is better.
So I'm happy with putting it top mid.
You missed an episode, mate.
top mid, I think.
What about the episode was the best episode?
I mean, I gave it a 6. The season 1, I didn't mind the 7. I was more towards the 8. But I'm definitely at a 6, so I don't mind more than top mid.
It's either top mid or more good. I think that's what we're deciding between.
Lower
Yes.
good, it's what it is right now. I think
top mid.
No.
this season is worth to.
Well, unfortunately,
bring it
season
down.
2 didn't, live to the standard, so it's going top
It
mid.
was such a disappointment for me personally.
I don't mind more good though. Have we decided top mid?
Top mid.
Top mid,
Sorry. You missed an episode, so you don't have a say.
Okay, that's how it works, mate.
It is how it works.
You three are gonna get face fucked after this.
Regardless, should we...
No, you're gonna watch the episode in this.
unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about real quick about the show, like for example,
No.
WandaVision. Do you prefer over Peacemaker? Superhero show?
Oh, actually, yeah.
No.
That's like this
WandaVision.
season.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bro.
But I like the WandaVision.
Yeah, you like Dr. Stone, mate. Let's move on.
I do. I'm actually watching the last season.
I know.
Moving
keep
on,
popping up
moving
my phone.
on to
Let's go to the
GuessLink.
game.
All right, so now we're moving on to GuessLink. So how GuessLink works is we have to guess the character they're thinking in under 15 questions. There are yes or no questions. Pretty simple premise. All right, it's character, right? Okay. So who am I going with? So it's me and him playing. I'm going with my main guy, Tiago, over there. Pedro's going with
With my
Rafa.
twin Rafa.
So let's get it in the start.
Do we know anything before we start?
It's a
Characters. Okay. Is my character from a game?
Oh boy.
Wait,
It's only yes or no, so you're on it.
Oh boy.
exceptionally. Not exceptionally. What's the word I'm looking for?
Technically.
No.
Majorly?
Not specifically.
It's just answer the
Just answer the fucking question.
technically, yes. Yes.
So technically then, motherfucker.
First question yet.
Is
You asked a
my
stupid
character from animation?
Technically.
Yeah, there we go.
Animation shows, obviously. Because everything is technically animated, or most things are technically animation. I'm talking about animation shows, or like media, in terms of like films and shows. That's what we mean by animation.
If I have to choose between yes or no, I'd say no.
Technically.
Yeah.
Alright.
Technically, no.
Go.
So first question, is my character from a game? Technically, if I ask now, is my game from a TV show? He's going to say technically. So there's
If
nothing.
it's not animation, it means it's live action. There's nothing else in between, unless it's drawn, but even then, that's fucking
No, this
animation.
is probably a character that is both in the game and in. So I'm gonna go with is my character from Marvel or DC?
Yes.
Is my character from comics or manga?
Yes.
I think those are good picks. What do you pick?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty balanced.
Is my character from Marvel?
Yes.
It is.
Is my character Marvel or DC?
Yes.
Let's go.
Is my character a villain?
Yes. Is my character from Marvel?
No.
Is my character an...
Hipfire, this one. Yeah.
Is it a villain that's been seen in live action?
Yes.
Is my character in the Injustice roster?
No.
I knew it.
Oh, that was going to be bad if you actually... Is my... What did I just ask?
When you went out. Bro, you gotta write your shit down.
Fuck. I've not seen it in live action. Is my character an Avengers villain?
No.
Have I seen this character on TV?
Technically.
What? That is not a hard question,
To
brother.
be fair, that's not... He either has seen on TV or
Or
hasn't.
not, bro. It's not. How can I technically see something on the TV? Do I have to like, what are we talking about?
I don't know what you're thinking on. TV as a solid object.
Yes.
No, he means like TV shows or films.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, what is the question?
Have I seen this character in TV? So like TV shows or film? Like when you say have you been watching TV, bro?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
Is this villain an X-Men villain?
No.
Have I read this character? Like have I seen this character in comics then?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Is this villain a Fantastic Four villain? Okay.
He's done. That's the extent.
Wait, what? So it's not Avengers, X-Men, or Fantastic Four?
Bro, that's not on TV, mate.
That's
It doesn't exist.
that's the whole Marvel.
Okay, it's DC. Not watched on TV, and I might have seen it on the comics. What I don't understand what not watched on TV means. Why not watch it on TV? Okay, is my character... No, because if it's from a game, most likely it's been on a show. Like, Justice League Unlimited had, like, every fucking character in DC, bro.
It can't even be Sentry because actually they're the new Avengers. So it couldn't be Sentry.
I don't know why he stuck to me.
Has this character been part of Justice League?
No.
Okay, so it's niche, because literally everyone has been part of the Justice League at one point.
Is this villain from a show that we have reviewed on the podcast?
No.
No. What a weird question.
Is this-
That wasn't me trying to think of an answer. I was just trying to think of what you asked.
Is this character like a youngster? So by youngster, let me just clarify what I mean by youngster. I mean like Robins or like
Yeah.
Bull Beetle, Bart Allen, and stuff like that. Youngsters.
No.
Not a youngster.
Solid, no.
The guy who lost Portrayal.
Why is it so... Bro,
Wait, shut up, second thing.
what's the fault?
Marvel character, it's a villain, it's seen in live action. Not seen, it's not an Avengers villain, or an X-Men villain, or a Fantastic Four villain. Isn't that all of
Mine's not on TV, mate.
Isn't that
just
all of
wanna
Marvel? I know. Isn't that all of Marvel, mate? We've got Avengers, we've got X-Men, we've got Fantastic Four.
All the cards I know from DC I've seen on TV, mate. So. I'm thinking about Batman right now. The question guy I've seen on TV. The guy that goes, that's the question.
Yeah.
So it's not that.
I specified that question.
Yeah, no, watch on TV.
Yeah, not the physical things.
No, TV is in like watching. Bro, that is not.
Yes, he films it like shows. Yeah, like shows and series and stuff, yeah.
Is this, let me ask my
No, but
question.
it's not, like if I watch on my tablet, that doesn't mean you didn't watch it on TV technically.
That's not how he means. You're gonna give it away, bro.
Can I ask my question? Thank you. Is this villain? Has this villain been seen in either Marvel Zombies or Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Oh, me out here. Yeah?
Do you know how many characters are in Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
I know. I'm trying.
There's like
I've
millions of them.
seen this, so as long
So
as-
if he showed up...
No.
Yeah, that was your question.
That was my question. Yeah. You got to secure cancer.
Yes.
Spell Thanos wrong, mate.
Huh?
Spell Thanos wrong.
You're not an Avenger.
I haven't watched it on TV. Which means it's like
Poor guy.
not TV shows. Like it's nothing on TV. but I wouldn't have read it. I literally don't read DC comics whatsoever, unless it's like a Green Lantern. It's not a Green Lantern.
Bro, what the fuck?
Because it's gonna be someone like fucking obscure as shit. But even obscure characters, not from a show, it's crazy work. Because I'm thinking the question guy, but he's on the Justice League Unlimited or whatever it's called.
so man, voice is hard.
Whose question is it?
Mine.
Yeah, it can't even be fucking
Brother, I'm cooked, mate.
Zuko or whatever his fucking name is, man. The guy.
It is
Kulo.
DC. It's a DC character, bro. But I haven't watched it on TV. It hasn't been on TV. The thing is, like, I don't know if I need to clarify that question. Like, I haven't watched it on any films, TV shows, nothing on TV.
What do you
media.
know?
For my question?
Yeah.
That I haven't watched it on TV.
That's it.
That's all I found out.
Okay.
Which means it's not TV shows or films. There's no character from a game that wouldn't appear on the Justice League Unlimited, to be honest.
I mean, I
Yeah, no. I know your answer. Fine.
you're with me, right? Okay, thank you.
I understand why you're a TV thing.
Are you with him?
Brother, I'm just going with what you're saying. It's not on TV, bro.
No,
Yeah.
it was yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why you thought fucking TV as the object.
No,
You didn't answer as the object.
No,
Like, I have watched it on my tablet and you're like,
No,
TV,
I
man.
wanted to clarify TV shows and films.
Yeah. TV, that's what.
No, I specified. What do you mean? And you said TV series and shows. So like,
Come on,
fuck
this
you.
Such bullshit. That's such bullshit.
Let's
That's actually such fucking bullshit. Are you a fucking idiot? You have 2 chromosomes and you don't fucking use them, bro. You only have 2, bro. And you lost 1.
Fuck you.
What do you mean you clarified? If someone asks, is it on TV? You don't go, no, it's not on TV because
Wait,
it's a fucking
TV
film. Is
includes
it a fucking
films.
film? Yeah, it does. Is it a fucking film? Is this character in a fucking film?
Is that a question?
Yes.
Yes.
That includes TV.
No, I'm so
It
sorry.
does,
That's not
it does,
fair.
It is, bro. If someone asks,
What if
is
you
it
go
on
to cinema? Is that TV?
Are you fucking dumb? It's the saying. Is it on
Really?
TV,
No,
bro?
I don't-
Don't most films go on
Fucking
TV,
hell.
bro?
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
to be fair, man.
No, I specified, and you didn't. You didn't say films when you asked that question.
I said films and shows.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand if you were saying like, oh, but technically you play games on the TV. That'll
No,
be like,
you-
meant to fuck you on. But films and shows, it is TV.
No, that's why I wanted to clarify.
I'm gonna crash her, bro.
Does my character have powers?
Yeah.
See, I'm
Is it from a live action film?
Yeah.
Is this a playable character in Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Why did you say technically not animation if it's a live action movie?
Can you answer my fucking question? Don't tell me.
Are we not gonna address that? I think that's a little crazy.
What was your question?
If it was a playable character in Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Haven't you asked already?
Is that his question?
Yeah.
You've asked already, no?
No, I didn't. I asked if it
I
was.
said no.
No.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused because I've asked if it's animation. You
Can
said
you even
technically
play
not.
as any villain?
But I've asked if it's a live action film and you said yes.
Because I knew you wouldn't know it from animation. So that's why I was like, if I had to choose between yes or no, I'd go no.
No? I know the question guy from animation, bro. You think I would know this card? Okay.
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Okay.
So good.
Live action. Okay, is it a villain?
Yes.
Alright. Alright.
Oh, is this
Let
a...
me put my thinking cap on.
Oh,
So we both have
fuck.
villains from fucking superhero.
Oh,
media.
fuck. Is this a Spider-Man villain? Jesus Christ, man. I'm a fucking dumbass.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Now the race is on.
Fuck, that's so dumb. Okay, he's got powers. I just know right now. Oh, fuck. I could have saved so many questions in time.
How many questions do you have, fuck you?
How many are we going for?
15.
Either 4 or 5.
Is it a villain from one of the Justice League members?
Yeah.
In the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Does this villain have a TV?
Okay, let me think. So,
Wait, how many questions do we have? We can't just
You have like 4.
yeah.
I just said 4 or 5. No, I mean.
We have 2,
8,
bro.
9, 10, 11.
Have I seen this villain in real life?
Oh, no, I just didn't write 2 down.
Oh, so that's your what?
No,
Wait,
no,
let's start.
2 more.
2 more.
Yes. Go.
So counting with this one.
Yeah. Fuck.
Let me walk the fuck in, bro. This is what I'm good
Vulture
at.
doesn't have any powers.
This is where I shine,
Shut
baby.
the fuck up so I can think. Vulture doesn't have any powers. The Green Goblin doesn't have any powers. It's machinery, so that's not powers. Sandman has powers. The negative bloke has powers.
The negative block.
And Mysterio has powers. Electro has powers. Should we go with these four and just assume that it's one of these? It's either Sandman, Electro, Mysterio, or Negative Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a Justice League member villain. So he wouldn't go for any Aquaman villain because we've done that. He wouldn't go for a Batman villain because they're too mainstream. He wouldn't go for a Superman villain because we just watched it's be like fucking Lex Luthor, right? So I've covered Aquaman, I've covered Batman. No, I've covered Batman as well. I don't think you go for Batman. I'm thinking Ares from Wonder Woman personally, but like that is such like are those? And then there's a Flash, but the Flash didn't really have a villain. The Flash villain was just some time travel baboonery bullshit that he had going on. That wasn't the villain from the Flash himself. So it doesn't really count. So I'm thinking Ares right now. Is this villain a Wonder Woman villain?
No.
I've got one more question, right?
Yeah,
Then
you
I've got
do
to
have
choose.
one more question.
Okay. I've got to somehow nail this, man. Okay, I can either ask, is he black? But that just helps me get Electro. I can ask if they've been in the Andrew Garfield's films, and that would be what? The only one that was in there was none of them. So actually it doesn't help at all. No, Electro was the only one. So second question is he black? I can ask, was this villain in a Spider-Man game? All of them were.
Ask if they have electricity powers.
Let me actually open my other question, see if it helps me. Mark got a villain seen in live action. Oh, they've all been Sandman's been in live action, Mysterio has been. Negative Man hasn't been in live action.
Man.
Has he? No. I don't remember. No, he hasn't. So Negative Man's out of here. Is either Sandman, Mysterio, or Electro. No Fantastic Four, no reviewed in podcast. Yes, Ultimate Alliance. That does help. I don't know. Oh, Mysterio was in multiple alliance. Ultimate Alliance.
Bro, I'm gonna.
Does my character have either sand or electricity powers?
No.
Yes, I know which one it is.
Negative man.
Okay, I'll run you through my thought process right now. Okay, lads. I'm like 99% sure it's not Aquaman because not only have we
Are
done it
you
before.
shooting now, or are you?
No,
No, he has a
question.
question.
I'm 99% sure it's not Aquaman because we've gone over his villains before, and Black Manta. There's the other youth, but I'm never remembering his name, so it can't be that. It's not Wonder Woman because I just covered that. It's not Superman because it's pretty much just Lex Luthor, and the live action film just came out. Unless you're going with fucking Zod, but like I don't think. No, because Zod was also part of Injustice. Was he part of Injustice? I don't think so. Actually, maybe Zod was, but I don't think it's Superman. I'm pretty sure it's not Flash. Flash barely had any villains in the film, and it is the film. I'm thinking it's a Batman villain, but he won't go for any of the main ones. So I'm thinking it's either the Riddler or Two-Face, because the Joker was in Injustice anyway, so it's not the fucking Joker. I can't think of any other. There was also Bane, but Bane's in Injustice, so it's not that. One more question, and I'm just assuming it's Batman, mate.
This is where you perform at, normal.
This is where I perform. I'm pretty confident it's not Aquaman or Flash, and it's definitely not Wonder Woman. I'm just scared it might be Superman. But the Superman film, like the villains, we just covered them. He wouldn't go with Lex Luthor. He also wouldn't go with fucking Engineer. I'm pretty sure it's Batman. But and it's not Joker. Obviously, it's an Injustice. The thing is, the Riddler or Two-Face. Two-Face wasn't really a villain, but technically he is a villain. So even though he wasn't a villain in the movie, he becomes Two-Face, but he's not a villain in the movie. It's not the Penguin because that was in the show. He doesn't appear in the movie. What was that?
No, ignore that. Don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
Shit like that, man.
no.
Why are you trying to?
I'm not trying
I just
to
want to be fair.
Well,
Well, he doesn't. Even if he does appear in the movie, it's not a prominent thing. Two-Face becomes Two-Face in the movie, but technically he is a Batman villain.
Yeah, I think we have to push for time. It's been probably more than.
You're not letting me will, bro.
We've been talking for a while.
Well, does my villain ask riddles?
no.
But I've got to shoot now, right?
Yes.
Is my character Mysterio?
Yes.
Is my character Two-Face?
No. Killer Croc.
Where in the movie is he? Then?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. And the whole TV thing is because there's in Injustice, you see him in cutscenes. So if you're playing Injustice on the TV, you see him on the TV.
Now, yeah, wait, that was one of the things. And also he shows up in the Batman the Animated Series, but I knew how to watch it, so that's why I said no for the animation.
Where
And
is he in the movie?
He shows up
he's in, Suicide Squad.
and there's like Suicide Squad animated movies, but I also don't know if you had to watch them. So I wanted...
How is he one of the Justice League member villains?
He's a Batman villain.
Yeah.
When did he showed up on the Suicide Squad?
On the first film.
I can't remember.
The one with Will Smith.
Yeah, but I can't remember.
Yeah, but I've
He's in a hoodie.
he's Barry Crook. He's a human with a skin disease, bro. Anyway, that was I just want to make sure for the audience to know that I didn't really lose that, right? I
You
win
did.
guess
You lost Fair and Square.
Let us know.
Oh, you see, that's where it starts pissing me off. How did I lose fair and square,
lost
bro?
fair and
Okay,
square.
no, that's so dumb, bro. I didn't lose fair and square.
Let us know if you think, if the majority thinks Jack was being a fucker, then we can wear the next contract.
Anyway, let's wrap it up there. I hope you guys enjoyed.
this week.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed our review, and I hope you realize how dumb of a decision that was, because films are not on TV, guys. We'll see you guys next week, and yeah, subscribe, tune in next Friday.
Yeah.